And we're live. Here we are. I'm not sure if y'all are still in here. 6:30. That's a little early, y'all. It's a little early. Hello, Shelby. Hello, Darcy. Hello, Sid. We are here to talk shit. Well, I am. Honestly, I'm just joking. I have really nothing to talk about when I talk about this title. As it comes to this title, but again, send me your favorite decks and I'll talk shit about them. How about that? That's the gist of it. But honestly, if you love your decks, yeah. Oh, I just got out of the shower. That's why. Where's my glasses? There they are. I need to put on my glasses. How am I gonna read? How am I gonna read these decks for filth if I don't have glasses? You know, how we gonna how we gonna read them for filth? Like for the filth they are. If we're not gonna have any glasses to see them with, you know. Mm-hmm. 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 But of course, if you love those decks and I guess if they work for you, that's great. That's fine. But obviously, you should really like listen to other people's opinions about that deck. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Again, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not that toxic because then people are going to be like, "This is so negative. Such a negative title." That's a very harsh title. Watch, there's going to be people that come in like that. Watch, watch, watch. But anyways, how is everybody doing? How was everyone's week? How? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what other question, but yeah. I should really get an ice pack in motion. Okay. Um, I'm so not PC. Let's see. Okay, so one of my favorite tarot decks is the Steampunk Tarot. I don't have it, so I can read it for filth because I think it's ugly. I'm just kidding. I don't think it's ugly. I think it's okay. I feel like steampunk had its moment, and I think that moment has passed. And I don't think really people. I'm just kidding. I think steampunk has now moved away. We've moved away from steampunk and have now entered the cyberpunk era. I just backed a deck called. Oh my gosh, what was it called? Oh gosh, what is it called? What is this? Let me see. No, not that. Oh, let's see. What is it called? What is it called? I don't know why. That's creepy. Oh, that is very creepy. The first link was to a Kickstarter, directly to a Kickstarter, not. Here we go. That wasn't the Kickstarter homepage. That's very weird. But anyways, I backed this. I don't like cyberpunk. Let's see. I don't like. What don't you like about cyberpunk? I kind of like it, but maybe it's maybe it's a generational thing, Because cyberpunk, I don't. Yeah, I feel like cyberpunk. What was the first cyberpunk thing? I think like Akira probably was probably the first cyberpunk thing. Maybe Tetsuo. Maybe I haven't seen that movie though, but Akira for sure like that. Yeah. What else? I'm not sure. Maybe Blade Runner and The Matrix were pretty cyberpunk movies. Too dark to me and seems more violent. I mean, I guess I think it's more like because most of the people most of the stories set in like cyberpunk, worlds are depressing. Because it's kind of it's. Steampunk is more there's a bit of I don't know, but there might be a bit of ignorance to the steampunk looks. It's very much like just Victorian high class fashion that with steampunk with the machine type blend going on there. I don't know, but anyways. Yeah, it's life itself is depressing. I don't need more. Yeah, that's why I don't know. It's like It's like Dark Mirror, that show Dark Mirror on Netflix. That really really just like emphasized it quite a bit. What's another one? Oh, that movie, AI by Steven Spielberg and Kubrick. Is that that movie? Like I watched it when I was very little, and I remember like watching it. It was very depressing. Romance Angel. It's Doreen Virtue, so it's bad already. Just the name itself. The name itself. The name itself is terrible. It's trash. You should feel bad. It's bad, and you should feel bad. Because first of all, it's romance. Do y'all even know what romance even means? Angels. Do y'all even know what an angel is? It's the best jumpy. I'm not jealous. I'm not. It's worth one. No, it's not. It's not. Okay, Ancestral Path. I can't hate on Ancestral Path because I like Ancestral Path. I like that deck. It's pretty good, but I don't have the version that you have. I could never. Oh, what can I talk shit about it though? No, but we're here to. But that's what we're here for. We're here for the negativity. We're here to be bitter bitches and to be mean. But honestly, I have too much respect for Julie Kucha Watts. I mean, like what can I say bad about it? It slaps. It just slaps. I'm trying to find a bad card. I will say this card kind of sticks out. It kind of doesn't seem like it fits in. It's so colorful, it's so bright, it's so vibrant, but it's like it's so not Seven of Wands, but like it doesn't match with the rest of the deck for some reason. Like the rest of the deck is kind of set in a bit of realism in a way. Like even death, looks, or a lot of them are like kind of very scenic, but that one just seems so mystical and all that. You see, I just don't see it as Seven of Wands. Well, maybe Seven of Wands, maybe more like because of the shining light and the rainbow colors, I think of it more like an Eight of Wands because of my Thoth studies, you know. Heaven and Earth Tarot. Which is that one? Heaven and Earth Tarot. Oh, that one. Girl, they just tried to revamp the Rider-Waite-Smith and thought it was going to be something new. Let's see here. Right? If this is the one that I'm thinking about. Oh, and I watched that movie Dogma. It's a good movie. I haven't finished it yet though. I was right at the ending, and then like I was like, oh, and then my nephew was taking a nap, and then he woke up, and I had to stop, and I haven't caught up on it yet. But so far, I loved it. It's a solid movie. The great ideas in there as a movie. Yeah, Heaven and Earth Tarot. Yeah, it's just Rider-Waite-Smith, but with a little bit of a pizzazz to it, which I'm like, you know what I mean? Like even this is very Rider-Waite-Smith. Can you guys hear my dog crying in the background? I'm gonna go bring him in. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I thought that was your soul crying. No, that was Julia Kuchel-Watts crying because she knew that she was possibly being read. No, I couldn't, and I should, but you know, to stick with the theme, but like I can't. It's like it's too good. It's too good. It's such a good deck. Like I don't know how to. Okay, one thing I don't like about the Ancestral Path Tarot, you know, bringing it back to Ancestral Path. One thing I don't like is this Fool card. I don't I get the idea, but it's like it's honestly more Wheel of Fortune. You know, it's giving more. I don't know, like world. I don't know. Not the Fool. Maybe with the little gestures in the back, but again, I'm sure there's a reason why, but it just doesn't click as the Fool. It just don't click, and I'm pretty sure someone's gonna be like, oh, da 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 da, this and that about this, about that. And I'm like, I guess the Mirror is a great, you know, not really. Is the Mirror a good representation of the Fool card? I don't think so. I don't think so. But again, it's doing something different, and I appreciate that. You know, albeit sometimes that difference has to make sense. But at the time, hating Rider Waite, it was all I really had. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, unless you wanted to go Thoth, and a lot of people don't like the Thoth either, you know. But yeah, I looked at the Heaven and Earth, and I look at the artwork, and I'm just like, you know what it is? First of all, love Jesus as the magician, or the Jesus-esque looking figure in the magician. But I just don't like how it looks. You know what it looks like? It looks like she looks like every other bitch. No, she looks like the Darkness of Light Tarot, which is a great deck. But again, it's like the grays and the darks. It just looks too similar, you know. Okay, here's the tea. Here is tea. Here is the tea. This is all hype and like I feel all hype and very little substance. You know, just my opinion. You know, I almost got a few, but I was like, again, making a deck with multiple artists is very, very tricky. Let me see. What is it? You know, it's there it is. And there's so many. Like, pick a theme and there's gonna be one. You know, like they just did. What is this? Animal. Okay. I honestly don't see the praying mantis as a hierophant. Just because it has praying in it doesn't mean it's very spiritual. That bitch it's a fucking hunter. Praying mantises like will eat, and like praying mantises are more, I would say, like, I don't know, Cobra as the tower. Okay, what is that? King of Swords as the rhino. What is that? The Ace of Wands as the dolphin. Again, you're getting the watery imagery with it, which I mean, I guess. But no, oh god, there's like a, yeah, let's see, Seven of Swords with a little raccoon in there. Love it. You know what I don't like about it? I'm watching. Here's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at this paste right here. There's a video of like them showing the cards on here. What I don't like is the insistence of the pips on the card. Oh god, I just saw that monkey. Ooh, that tiger. Wait a minute. I kind of want it. Just because of the tiger card. When you just want it for that one card. No, I may look for it and just find the print. Oh, and a pocket edition. But anyways, there's the astral, there's the animal. What I don't like, and it's in the raccoon Seven of Swords, is like the swords there, you know. Just, you don't have to put the swords. You can just have you can just have them in the trash, you know. Oh, I like that one. But anyways, back to this. You know, you can deliver your message without having the damn suit pips in there. You know, I keep getting but it's not cheap. No, I rarely ever buy a deck for the one card. Rarely. And for it to like turn out great and to be a great deck to work with, never. I have to like, when I see the deck in use in spreads like on Instagram posts or whatever, or people reading with it, then I want it, you know. Then I see it and I'm like, oh, I want that, you know. Yeah. But anyways, like there's, what is that? The Magician. I hate the Magician. I don't like it. The High Priestess, again, I challenge tarot creators to not put, you know, domesticated animals and cats in a tarot deck. I challenge you to do that. Okay. Lynx, you know, those little tiny hunter cats that are like the most efficient predators of all time, you know, in the world. Those are like fine, you know, which again, cats, it's debatable whether they're domesticated or not. I don't think they are. You know, they just vibe with us, I guess. Wolves, you know, coyotes, yeah, you know, but like actual like purebred, not purebred. Let's change let's change the wordage around the word purebred. It should be more inbred, you know, because let's be real, that's how they got those fucking breeds to look like that. So yeah, that's what I think. But anyways, purebred dogs, just no. I actually kind of like this one. What is this stuff? What is this green one? Is this oh, the ecological? Oh my god, these bastards. They anything, which I mean, let's be okay, it's kind of ironic. A tarot deck really, unless they consciously put the effort in to make sure you know, the work, the oh my gosh, the materials used, how it's made, all that is made correctly, you know, it is made efficiently, made you know, ecologically ecologically consciously, no, that's not the right word, I can't talk right now. Okay, but this one actually, all the cards look great. Yeah, actually this ecological one this eco one is actually kind of cool, and I kind of like it for oh, are the court cards changed? Can I get a better look here? Is this available? Can I buy? I'm ready. Seventh collaborative art deck, is it available? Did I miss out on it? I probably missed out on it. Anyways, I got the elemental one, and I really like that's one I kind of wanted to. The large two, you would like them. I like. Never mind. This, we're changing the title of this. This isn't Your Deck is Bad, but no. Let's talk about it. It's very, very difficult to have a good, cohesive, well thought out deck. Like this again, like the animal one. It's too. There's something about it. Like I said, I don't like the Hierophant. I don't like a Premantis as the Hierophant. Rooster as the sun, that actually makes sense. The cat as the High Priest, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah. Let's see. Shop. Let's look at the shop here. Sold out. What is this? Mythical 2018 sold out. First edition sold out. Elemental is sold out. Oh, this is for pre-order. I'm probably gonna pre-order this because this one actually kind of looks cool. Because again, I like how they changed the court cards, and the sun looks cool. Gaia. Oh my gosh, the world card. Oh, what's that? The Guru. What is that supposed to be? The Hierophant. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the term Guru. This one actually looks pretty cool. So yeah. So far, only one card I've seen I don't like, but the rest are pretty cool. Yeah. But anyways, I don't like all the artist takes on these either, but they usually work as a whole. Yeah. They don't reprint. Bastards. They should just just reprint, cowards. I'm just kidding. Don't reprint. Keep your promises. This one for sure. I'm gonna. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I I want Heath Ledger, so I put away Grinder and took out my Ouija board. No, 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 no. Then you're gonna be like Lucy Liu, you know. Well, good for Lucy Liu, anyways. Manual, read the title of the live stream. God damn it! Do people not read? Do not know how to read? You know. Let's see. Do I have? And look at. I'll even do this, and people will still ask. You know. Like. Reading is fundamental. It is. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about tarot decks that people love, but we're gonna shit on them. Well, not shit on them, but you know, critique them. Wrong opinions only. But there was another thing. What was it? Oh, there was something else you said here, Sid. Okay, here we go. This might hurt. I have it. Light Seers, I have it. Slow Tarot, I don't have that. I'm in Bogota, Colombia, and I miss my tarot decks. Well, I'll have them delivered to you, or are you just there for a while? But yeah, the slow tarot. This might hurt. It's just Rider-Waite-Smith, but modernized. I feel like it's a good. If the Rider-Waite-Smith never existed, and it was made today, it would look like the this might hurt. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But Light Seers, it's popular. She's the it girl. But Light Seers is just it's I don't know. What can I say about it? What's bad about the Light Seers? You know, feels too young. Even though there are like different ages in there, but it just looks young. Let's see. Karma Tarot, 1983. Let's see. Let's critique. No, I don't want to get rid of that pre-order page. Let's see. Karma Tarot. Let's see here. Karma Chameleon. Karma Police. Oh god, this one. No, this is a big no for me. Karma Police, arrest this man. Arrest this man. What's his name? What's your name? IA. Arrest this man. Arrest this man right here. I briefly talked about all three. Sid. Ian. Yes. Karma Police, arrest Ian. I'm from New York City, but my dad's Colombian, so here. Oh well. Happy early Father's Day. And by the way, happy early Mother's Day. Well, I don't know what time it is, right? Is it tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow. 8. Yeah. But I did talk about I kind of did, because again, I like that this might hurt. I don't really have much bad to say about it, other than like what? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because maybe that what I said about Light Seers, it feeling so young, is one of the things I don't like about it. Maybe, but I still like it either way. You know. Anyways, tell your dad I said Happy Father's Day, but wait till June. You know, tell. But yeah, Karma Tarot. Yeah, I had that deck. Do I still have it? No, I got rid of it. It's so you were so I mean, like, I may be young, but like I like, I don't know, it limits, it dates itself, you know. This might hurt. you will actually. And surprisingly, I feel like it's not really that harsh of a deck, It doesn't pull like the imagery isn't like soft and gentle or whatever like that. It's pretty neutral. It can go into the harsh cards as well, and it also goes into the softs as well. But it's really not that, it's really not edgy, which I guess you can call any deck that this might hurt tarot, but it took that title, but yeah, I have heard some critiques of the slow tarot itself. I can't remember what exactly it was, and looking at it, I was like, it's okay. It doesn't stand out. It just, I feel. Oh, agreed. It's overrated. It's overrated. Neither is it pagan, nor is it from another world. It's just there. Let's be real. It's mid. It's pretty mid. Usi has outdid themselves with several of the other decks that they made, particularly the Materia Prima, the Supra Oracle, and they have the Brute Tarot. That one's actually much better than Pagan Otherworlds, in my opinion. But Pagan Otherworlds, it's not pagan. It's not Otherworlds. Not pagan. Oh. Which do you like, the Pagan Otherworlds, Sid? Let me tell you, I have the Pagan Otherworlds, and it was a gift to me from Natalia. And there are cards that it's gorgeous and well produced, but it's again, like, the critiques are there for a reason. What it was able to do with the pips, that's great. I love the court cards. I love the devil card, but the Lovers card, it's like, that's not pagan. Take a note from the Druidcraft and Will Worthington. Well, no, I take that back, because pagan as a term, I feel like when I say pagan, I kind of think of it in the Eurocentric type of way, in terms of, like, Druidry and all that, like again, the Will Worthington and the Will Worthington type of art, and all that, but now this is gonna get hard. This is gonna be difficult, but yeah, like, again, that Lovers, the Sun, again, it's again, people, it's, I think at the time Usi didn't really understand as much about tarot imagery as they have, because again, they weren't able to separate the occult vibe that the tarot has from the Christian imagery that is on there. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. They just think, oh, it's tarot, has to be just an occult image. It's like, or an esoteric occult woo-woo type of image. And someone is like, no. It's actually very, very Christian, even if you do remove at the end. Well, no, there's still angels in there, like Temperance and Judgment, I think have angels in them, yeah, this, we're gonna have a fight, Ian. This is where we go to war. Okay. I like Majestic Earth. I love it. I work with it. Tell me why. Explain to me why. What I will say, before I got it, I was worried, because I thought it would be overhyped because of the reputation of the creator's previous deck, the Tarot of Delphi, which is an amazing deck. It slaps. It's amazing. It's great. But yeah, it's again, it's $700 because of this. The demand is high because, yeah, which one is Majestic Earth? This is Majestic Earth, and this is one of my workhorse decks, and I do plan on getting. This is another one. Like, I will get a second copy of this, because this one is already she's getting worked out, It looks like Hamlet. It's right. What is that? 700 in what currency? Dollars. US dollars. Right? Yeah, like there was a Tarot of Delphi, it's cheaper, that was going for bidding, and the last I checked on it was $240 for this. No. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, not really, Sid. It really isn't supply and demand, because there are people that are because take this. I had it, but I traded it. The Yokai Yochi Tarot. That is a good example of how stupid people are with the idea of supply and demand. Because of that, because the Yokai Yochi, the surplus decks weren't even put up for sale yet, and people were already selling it for like $200 on other websites and all that. And people took this one eBay listing that was selling it for $200 and we're like, oh, this is it. It's out of print. It's not going to be reprinted, this, that, whatever. No, the artist has stated that they are going to make a reprint down later on in the future. Not currently. They said they put out a poll recently and they said, oh, if there's enough demand for it, then we'll do a reprint. And for some reason, the poll didn't get that much response, I guess. But in the end, it's like, yeah. In the end, it's going to be available later. It's actually, wait, did it already go for sale? I can't remember, but it's coming up soon. Yes, there we go. Thank you, Phoebe. May 9th. In 2 days, on Monday, it's going for sale. And that's going to sell out like that. And it's for $75. Yeah. So if y'all want that deck, mark your calendars. I got it. It's really cute. It's really cool. The cardstock's amazing. The box is great. As a tarot deck, it's really cool. I would have probably liked it more as maybe like an oracle, maybe, because I feel like it's very hard to get specific things. The same thing with like animals being forced into a tarot image. Yeah, but it's still. It's one that it's not that I didn't like it. I actually traded it for a good deck, actually. Oh, there's a hummingbird outside. I traded it for this guy right here. That's what I did. All right. Which I thought it was a good trade, so let's see. Oh, well, it's not available, Phoebe. I threw in a few. When I traded it, I threw in an extra deck with the trade as well. But anyways, see, I also don't like the Thoth either. I'm weird. Yeah. Terrestrial Tarot. Which one's that one? I don't know that one. We'll have to look into it. But yeah. Yes, really. When something's is on auction, it is supply and demand. Auction, yeah, that's a little more. But this wasn't an auction. This was like for sale. Like the Yokai Yochi Tarot. Tarot of Delphi, yeah, $200. Yeah, this has been out of print for a while, and this has been in demand for quite some time. That, yes, Tarot of Delphi, it makes sense. But Yokai Yochi Tarot, like, it's going for sale. Like, it's going to be now for sale. The people that pay $200 for that, like, you're now boo-boo the fool, and you just hurt your bank account for no reason, because now you can get it for like $76, I think $70 around there. It's like, if you waited, so really it's not supply and demand. It's more like patience and impatience, and and I guess if you can afford it, yeah, that's great. But it's like, really, would you, if you can save $125, wouldn't anyone, Let's see. The tarot of the cat people is charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. It's cat tarot, so I never really. It's not one that I'm like, ooh, no. Yep, immediate gratification. Yep. I backed it because again, it's a Japanese deck, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. The creator is Japanese, and so I was like, this looks cool, and the art is very beautiful for the yokai yochi. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, you just want to see the images? I have it right here. Where is he? Where'd she go? Where is it? Where'd I put it? Do I not see it? This is another thing. I have too many decks. Too many decks. No? Am I blind? Do you guys see it? Can you guys see it? Tell me where it is. Why are you guys hiding it from me? Because it's not in the box. Girl. I know you lying. Where did it go? I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Oh, it's right here. That's where I put it. See? Y'all need to I need to lower it. I need to shorten my collection. So yeah, but anyways, here you go. Phoebe. I have it right here. I mean, look at the numbers. Pay attention to the numbers. No, the box, yeah, but not the cards. The Ocean Dry Tarot is what it's called. You know? I'm hoping the creator, one day is able to produce it, but yeah. Anyways, hello, Lady Knight of Avalon. How are you? How are you doing? How is your throat? Are you doing good? Are you doing okay? It doesn't speak to me. It doesn't speak to me. It does. No. I said hi and it left me on red. BRB, got to check on dinner. All right. Not sleeping well tonight. Oh no. Is it like I don't think I've ever had bronchitis. Do you guys have Sepacol over there where you're at? That's what we use. It's like I don't know if it's like, I'm thinking bronchitis. It's like a very intense sore throat. No, not blasphemy. It's canon. It is spoken. It is true. It is known. Karma Tarot. You see, Karma Tarot is a good example of, and Japoritse Tarot is a good example of why decks go out of print. Because some decks just, we shouldn't be wasting the card stock on them. Just my opinion. Like what's another deck? This is essentially like Karma Tarot to me. It just doesn't make it just doesn't. Hello, Michelle Cracker. Oh, wait. No, wait. Wait. Oh yeah, it's an all dry cough from the plenty of tea, plenty of water, tea. I don't know what else. Lucy, where are you? Lucy, are you on here? I don't know if she's on here. Oh, that's a read. I mean, why do you think I have my glasses? Why do you think how do you think we have these cards? Anyways, let me scroll back. I missed a few things. But back in the 90s, which one? Row Rig Tarot 1995 just sold for no, like 1,400. No. Who is selling it for that much? Who is buying it for that much? The credit card companies, it's like the interest, I can't, let's see. Bought it back in the 90s. I lost my Tarot of the Cat people. Oh, and let me tell you, that cardstock from the 90s it has a different vibe than the cardstock that we have today, but it's not bad. Yeah, let's see. eBay people, yeah, eBay people with free money to spend, I guess. Well, I mean, again, it's your money. Yeah, whatever. Do what you want with it. But it's like, again, the thing is that people will go off of eBay prices and like go to like other like the Facebook pages that they sell and will like be like, oh look, it sold one sold for it has to be worth this much now, and I'm gonna be asking. And it's like, what? No, do your research. Do your actual research. Don't just go to Amazon or an eBay and call it a day. Look up whether that deck is going to be reprinted. Look up whether that deck is still available by the artist, if it's still in production, if it's for pre-order. What is that deck that you're selling? It's like, anyways. Enough complaining about that. Let's go back to this. We kind of went off onto a weird tangent from Majestic Earth. We were going to talk shit about Majestic Earth because I do like the Majestic Earth. Let's see. Yeah, this one. Where is it? Second most overrated deck. What's the third most overrated deck, Ian? I will say I wish there was more of a smarter use of the scenes rather than the small figures doing as being sometimes the small figures kind of like take the center stage away from the scenery and the environment that's in here. Some of it does it well, like the Steward of Stone I think does it well. The like the Nine of Trees. Look at this. This is perfect for the Nine of Wands. Or the Nine, this could also work for the Ten of Wands. But I think it's more like, yeah. Anyways, but yeah. Anyways, again, Eight of Stone. This is another one that I think is like the people are taking the center stage when it's really like the environment should take the focus here rather than But how would the Eight of Earth, the Eight of Stones, the Eight of Pentacles be expressed in an environment? Because it's such the meaning of the card is such like a active thing, I guess, in turn like it's very I don't know how to say it. Like it requires a person doing something to express that idea, I guess. And we got to find a way to express that idea through different imagery, I guess. Let's see, what is this? The funny thing about the Rorig is people are going crazy over the English version, but if they look at the cards, the writing is in English and German in the cards. The borders don't matter. Oh yeah. Most of it, yeah. Let's see. Third most overrated deck is Next World Tarot. What's great about the Next World Tarot is its representation. Or I'm gonna tread carefully here because I like that the Next World Tarot has not only ethnic diversity and different genders and all that, but it also has body diversity as well, if that makes sense. Which I guess in a way, it's all about body diversity. Like, how do you look? What type of a person is being presented here? And that's just the bare minimum. Different hairstyles, different ages, different body sizes. That's all great. I don't have it, and I keep meaning to get a copy. To give it a try because the imagery, there's like so much going on in the imagery. It's like I like that, but it just, I don't know. There's just something about the look to it. I don't know. But one day I'll get it. One day I'll get it and give it a try. Trying to see, and also I'd have to read the guidebook as to what it said. Yeah. I'm a middle-aged queen, but no, honey, it doesn't read well for me, and that's I think the key. What do you think of the what is it? The Neocolonial Tarot by US Games. It just came out recently. Ian. The Tildwick Tarot. That's the one with all the rooms in this house, right? Right. Let me see. And also the one thing with the, oh, I love how I just put in Tild, and the first thing that came up was Tilda Swinton. Love that. In this channel, we stand Tilda Swinton. Okay, we stand Suspiria. Well, no. Wait, did he really die before? No, he was alive before. No, he died before it was reprinted. No, he died at. Wait, no, yeah, he died before it was reprinted, republished, not published. Like it's been published before. But yeah, I wonder, is the creator still making the deck? No, not the creator, of course, because he passed away. Is the brother still working on things? Is he still supporting? Is he still yeah, Neil Lovell, I think that's it. Neil Lovell. Yeah, yeah, unfortunately Neil passed away in early August 2018. That feels like, why did I feel like, wait, really? Was that, wait a minute. A huge talent show was to all his family and officers. Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, 2018. So wait, maybe, wait, did he pass away before? I thought he passed away, like, right? No, am I mistaken? Was I wrong? Yeah, it's the brother that's in charge now. Yeah, he died before it was published. What? I thought he passed. I thought he was able to publish it because it came in that little tuck box, and then it was being reproduced with the 2-part hard box, and then that, and when that was still in production, he passed away. Unless I'm confusing it, Private decks. What is this? The company principals, called resellers, hotel contact, white books, bridge, booker, tarot, and Mormon news. These are advertised as exact recreations, which I kind of show everyone they are not. From cheap cards. Oh yeah, all the knockoffs of the Tildwick on Etsy. That's the first thing that I saw on the Google search for the Tildwick Tarot. Was like, I'm like, $14 for that. It's a knockoff. I was like, oh, nope. I want to go forward. There we go. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's not for sale anymore. No, really? Oh, well, I was misinformed. You learn something new. I mean, okay, but I mean, like, Dakota Johnson, we love her. We love Dakota Johnson too. Actually, Ellen, that's not the truth. We love her for that. But I mean, it's Tilda Swinton, okay? If because to me, Tilda, I'm gonna make some. This is gonna be a weird analogy comparison thing. Like, Meryl Streep is Adele, Tilda Swinton is Florence and the Machine. And let me tell you, I enjoy Meryl Streep and I enjoy Adele, but Florence and the Machine and Tilda Swinton are better. No, I'm just kidding. 21 was that bitch of an album. It was, I don't know if she, anyways, she read Ellen. She announced she was Judgment. She was the Judgment card in the Ellen show. And look at it now. It's going away next year. Her power, her influence, Let's see. I once saw a website that explained some of the art pieces that are in the cards, but I can't find that website anymore. For the Tildwick? Yeah, I know the only one that I can think of that came up that talked about it was Colin Ocean Dry. He's under a different name though. I think I'm not sure. But yeah, yeah. Why were we talking about Tildwick? But yeah, what I will say about the Tildwick is I don't know something about the rooms. You know what, the Tildwick, I think, executed the same idea as Majestic Earth, but instead of outside, it's inside, because there's no people in that, and it's like it makes us focus more on scenery, more on the runes, you know. Which is that a form of divination, like reading how a rune is set up? You know, I know feng shui goes with that a bit, you know, how one organizes a room, but in terms of like, but it's not really used in divination. It's more like just how energy flows, if that makes sense, right? If I'm not mistaken, I don't know much about feng shui. No, yeah, yeah, right? Is that how you pronounce it? New choice Marseille. Yeah, that's just, you know, Marseille, but kinky. You know, yeah, it's used more like energy, right? Yeah, new choice Marseille. Yeah, it's just Marseille, but kinky. It's not, you know. I have yet to see a good use of sex and sexuality and intimacy in tarot well done, because I guess it's like we don't really have much of like a symbolic, deeper, esoteric approach to those ideas. I guess we have like sex magic, but I don't know. I don't know much on that to really say what it is, because I'm pretty sure I don't know what it is, because, you know, I'm pretty sure it's not what you think, and whatever I think it is, it's probably not that. But the only one that I can think of was, you know, is like the alchemical tarot, where you see the oh my gosh, what's it called, the lovers card, the alternate lovers card, where they're consummating the marriage. But I loved the Thoth approach to that, where it's the lovers is the marriage and temperance is the consummation of the marriage, and that makes so much more sense. It's like you see them blended together, two people becoming one. There's a lot going on there. But I take that back. This was gifted to me from Queen Osset, was it? Yes. What is it called? Where is it? Let me get it. Let me get it real quick if I can find it. Where is it? Where is she? Here it is. I'm not going to go through the cards because it is very it's very yeah, it's the Tarot Erotique, the Tarot Erotica by Lori Walls. It's girl, it's that. It's all it's mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Let's see, what is this? Did I drop a card? Yeah, I did. Oh girl, oh mama. Right, anything else? No, I didn't drop any. So yeah, but again, which in the end it's really not like, I mean, girl. It's like it's girl, it is. Ooh, this girl. The artistically it's very like fantasy art, like fantasy novel cover art. It's so crazy. I'm afraid to like show anything, because honestly, I guess this one's not too bad. Temperance is not too bad. Temperance is interesting, you know. You know, I don't want to show too much because I don't want to get demonetized, but anyways, I like reading the gay tarot. It helped me find the stolen bike because of its very modern artwork. How interesting. Yeah, look at this, the Three of Swords. It's okay, yeah. But there is like, again, it's yeah, I believe there's like, it's not just heterosexual, if I'm not mistaken. Right? I'm not sure. I think so. I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to see, but I think I could be wrong. I think like the Two of Wands, maybe. You know, I'm like going through it trying to find. I mean, we got the Nine of Rods. That right? I mean, you just gotta look it up. Like, this is like, wow, that is amazing. Wow. I guess in terms of like diversity, it's not, you know, there isn't much, but yeah, this is honey. It's yeah. Anyways, this one's crazy. This one's interesting. Some of the takes on there are a little bit like what, but I think in terms, but again, it's doing something. It is pushing the envelope, but not a lot of people talk about it. Not a lot of people know about the Tarot Erotica. Let's see. But anyways, let's see. The worst deck in history is the Gay Tarot. The art is atrocious. Let me see here. Is it by Los Carabeo, right? Let's see. Like the Gay test. Don't need that. Let's see here. Yeah, by Lee Burton, right? Is that who it was? Well, there's this one. Yeah, Lee. No, not Burton. Burston. I wish I had more images. Let's go to the. And there's no image. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Someone. I'm on Amazon. I mean, it's pretty. It's okay pictures. It's not like doing much, because I mean, like, again, is there new tarot decks that are for the gays, that are with just men, oh no, we're not gonna go that. No. It the gay tarot made Ian wanna commit a hate crime. It made him want to say a gay slur. But yeah, let's see. What was another one? Like the Sabbath Tarot is another one that a lot of people like point to, and it's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about that deck. It's like, again, it's like, to me, it's like fun to look at, but like, there's not much depth to it. I don't know. I can't. I can't. But again, if y'all like that, if y'all enjoy that, go right on ahead. Oh, like the page? Okay, there we go. One. I'm just kidding. There's more. I know there's more. I saw more in here. The moon. Oh, okay. Anyways. The universe, the world. Oh, wait. Judgment. Anyways. Yeah, this deck is wild. But again, what is it saying, though, really? Oh, yeah, there we go. Two of Wands. Oh, absolutely, yes. Here we go. Hello. Yes, anyways. Go check it out. I'm not going to show it here, but you guys can Google it. Look it up, I think you guys can find some imagery of it, some illustrations on it. Because I think it does do a good job of adding that mysticalness, with the erotic steamy artwork, but anyways, hello Maria. So yeah, what else? Any other decks? Oh right, we were going to talk about no, we already talked about New Choice. Right? Did I say what I said about it? It's just Marseille but kinky. It's like, again, I feel like a lot of people kind of maybe over glorify or like over compliment, decks. I know I do it. But again, it's like there's just no set rule for what makes a good tarot deck, I feel. And some people are like, well, that allows people, artistic freedom, let people say what. It's like, absolutely, yes. But it's like, is it going to be a good deck to actually read with? How good is it at doing readings? And people will say, oh, well, that just depends on the person. It varies from person to person. It's like, I get that. But again, it's like, I don't know. I feel like we're just so like, we just look at a Rider-Waite-Smith. People like to, who is this we? I don't. People like to look at the Rider-Waite-Smith, a deck that's literally like a Rider-Waite-Smith, and think of it as something new and groundbreaking. And it's just not. It's Rider-Waite-Smith. It's not doing anything different. It's not doing anything new. It's the same. But let's go on. Let's continue. Any other decks? Give me more. Give me more to talk about. And of course, yes, like Lady Knight is saying, I have different decks for different purposes. Of course, you know. But it's like, again, if you have, again, it's like, so do you go to the Centennial Rider-Waite-Smith for, you know, for love readings, and then do you go to the, what is it, the most recent Rider-Waite-Smith reprint, or the Dirty Pam for the for work or money readings and all that? Like, you know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like, again, because again, this, it's like, yeah, although it is Rider-Waite-Smith, it's well, again, I hesitate to call this Rider-Waite-Smith explicitly, because this Four of Wands, this Four of Staves, doesn't look like your typical Rider-Waite-Smith. You don't have the four staves in the front and the people far in the back, you know, like how most people, again, people just like redraw the Pamela Coleman Smith artwork. Here, it's a whole different new perspective. It's a whole different thing. It's like, you know, you see, but again, Atlantis Tarot I use for politics to find out people's true character. You see, so Atlantis Tarot, that's still a unique deck. That's still different. Not unique, I shouldn't say that. It's different, you know. It's not the Rider-Waite-Smith. Again, even though this might hurt tarot or the Modern Witch Tarot, those are still Rider-Waite-Smith designs. The design of the Rider-Waite-Smith is still there, you know. Let me look up the Atlantis Tarot. I'm sure it's not. You know, let me see. Let me see here. That's very weird. Anyways, Eclectic. Thank you, Eclectic. Yeah, like this doesn't look anything like, what is this? The Magician? That looks cool. That looks crazy. Let's see. What is this? The High Priestess? High Priestess looks crazy. It's crazy. What is this? Death? Interesting death card. What is that? The Ace of Cups? Okay. What is this? The Three of Pentacles? See, that Three of Pentacles, you don't see three people building something, like one person building something with two people. Yeah, this actually looks really cool. Hey, go away. You, go away. You, go away. Oh my God, so many ads. The Four of Wands. This one also doesn't look like you can see a little bit, but not that much. And then what is this? The King, the Queen of Swords doesn't look like woman profile with the sword up, hand out like this. It's not that. It's it's two people, one person handing the sword. I think it's two women, right? Again, it's not the Rider-Waite-Smith redrawn with the Atlantis flavor themed on top of it, you know. The Eight of Cups is a party. Very interesting. The party imagery in the cups either goes like in the 3 or the 7. Rarely is it ever the 8, I feel. But yeah, but it's always in the, yeah. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to check that deck out. It's probably out of print, right? Buy on Amazon. Let's see. Oh my God! What? Y'all are crazy. $1,166. That's crazy. No, Los Scarabeo, reprint that shit. Los Scarabeo is like the Netflix of tarot publishers. You know, it does a bunch of different decks, but then cancels them. You know what I mean? And I think like US Games is like the HBO Max, I guess. No, it's not that good. Independent decks are the HBO Max. A24 is the independent deck. You know, independent decks is like A24, I feel. Anyways. Yeah, I'm sure I'm pretty sure like in Europe you can find it there. Yeah, it looks cool. I just stay away from like Atlantis because it comes with a lot of like, again, the ideas surrounding it and all that. It's just, but this looks crazy. That Magician, that High Priestess. What is that? The Wheel of Fortune. That looks crazy as well. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, the Chariot is the ship. The Lovers is changed to the Fighters. Hierophant is the Melkrat. What is that? Emperor is Poseidon. Empress is Antinia. And the High Priestess is Mother Goddess. The Stars is the Astronomer. That's a very common thing for the Stars, in older decks at least. The Tower is the Fortress. The Devil's the Leviathan. Interesting, picking something biblical for something like this. But anyways. US Games is HBO. I'm gonna say US Games is more like I don't know. I can't make a good comparison to it, but that's the closest one. You know, if Los Carabeo is Netflix. What else? I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure what the other one is, but yeah. What would it be? What would Disney Plus? That would be you know what? No, US Games is the Disney Plus because it takes anything that comes out, it tries to buy it and own it. US Games is the Disney Plus. You know, pretty decent stuff on there. You know, good stuff, but yeah. And Maria said, "I'm late to the party. What decks were mentioned already? We mentioned quite a few. We mentioned Pagan Otherworlds, Majestic Earth. What else? So whatever you, there's so many decks, Maria. I'm pretty sure whatever you mentioned will probably be like, we probably won't be like, oh, we already mentioned that. So yeah. Let's see. Overrated, Deviant Moon. Absolutely, I agree. It's trash. I'm just kidding. It's not trash. Deviant Moon though is pretty overrated. It's pretty like, I don't know. It's like the quirky, creepy artwork is just it's just okay. We get it. You know, it's based off of graveyard imagery. Okay, yeah, but like again, it's I don't know. I think the people that really loved Tim Burton movies and were like emo scene kids in high school loved the Deviant Moon. But honestly, if I were to pick a deck that fit that theme, other than the Deviant Moon, it would probably be the oh my gosh, what's it called? The Gothamancy Tarot. That one looks cool. The Haunted House Tarot. No. Justin Michael, I would say US Games is NBC because they started the game. They really did. They actually did. They weren't the first, but they absolutely like took control and like really jump started things. I'm not sure on the history of NBC, but yeah, I guess it makes sense. But I'm talking more like streaming services. But yeah, that would make sense. I'm like, because I said, I'm like, well, I even thought to myself, I'm like, what TV what channel program would best fit that, you know? But yeah, US Games is, yeah, because again, they very rarely reprint a deck or something. I don't know, like Ancestral Path, like this deck, I'm like, I don't know how they stayed out of print. I don't know what. Oh, right, because they fucked up the printing and then they had to reprint it. So yeah. Mystical Moments. That's a good one. Let me see. Mystical Moments. I think I have that one, actually. What am I talking about? I think I have it. I'm like, why is it so dark? That's why. I don't have the lights on. Boom. Okay, where are you? Mystical Moments. Here we go. I don't have the Oracle. Do I have? No, I don't have the Oracle. Also, oh my gosh, I just had this. I didn't show. Stuart Kaplan. Stuart Kaplan. Yeah, the first was in the U.S. at least. You know, the first to really have tarot publishing in the U.S. was University Books Press, something like that. They did the Pink Ankh back, Rider-Waite-Smith. That's like the first American or deck printed in the U.S. or in the Americas. I just hate the glossy cardstock on that. Yeah, I can see why. I'm not too opposed to it. It's not that bad glossy. It's actually, it doesn't suction. It's not the glossiness like in Schiffer, where like because again, if it's glossy, it has to have the gilding for some reason to help with the glide and help with the slidiness of it. But yeah. NBC is just the oldest. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Uh, yeah. Then that would make Ryder BBC. Let's see. My first tarot of the cat people, I was high at the movies watching A Night at Roxbury in 1998 and lost it, but I got it again. Yeah, I don't, Tarot of the Mystical Moments, I feel like quite a few decks are coming out that look like this. And one of the cards that I had an issue with, I think it was the Six of Pentacles. They just looked, yeah, here it is. It doesn't look like a Six of Pentacles. It just doesn't. The idea is there, like the teapot as the force that's giving and being generous and all that. But it looks like Two of Cups because of the watery cup imagery, because when you have suits like that you call the Two of Cups, then it makes people want to look for that. And here, what I love here, Four of Cups, is that you don't see cups here. What I like about that is that you don't see that, you don't see the suit. So like, again, Six of Pentacles, you don't see 6 coins or 6 pentacles on there. You just see that. And that's the thing. You're supposed to see it as the source giving and distributing to others, it took me a while I got it, but it's just like, I'm like, you can do better than that, yeah, like, again, because again, look at the Ace of Cups. You see a cup in there. Like, hello, imagine she called this the Ace of Swords. Like, what? Like, don't call it that. Call it something else. And then here's the Ten of Cups, and because then you have cards like this, the Ten of Cups, which it is watery. You even have the 10 fish, I think, right? It's 10 fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 fish, and then you have the mer people, and then you have the rainbow at the top. It looks straight up like the 10 of Cups. Like, yeah, like, yeah. So yeah, but in the end, I don't hate it. But yeah, I like the Six of Swords. This looks cool with the dark cloud. I just like the dark colors on it. With the anchor. Anyways, with the star and the anchor. Anyways, yeah, the Kaplan bought the Rider pack and made it the most popular deck of all time. I disagree. I disagree with that idea. I guess I think. I don't know. Well, no, probably actually. No, wait, that's probably right. Because again, at the time, I think I'd have to look. I have to see, because again, people didn't really know how to read with the Rider-Waite-Smith at the time. What is this? WRGB? What's that? Let's see. I haven't been really connecting with my decks lately. I don't know why. Part of me just wants to sell everything. That's a very common thing with, in the tarot world. It's like, yeah, there's, sometimes you work with, sometimes you're just not in it. You're just not there with it. It's just not it. You know what I mean, right? It's very common for people to have, like, feel like exhausted. Is that the word? I don't know. Just the Michael reading back the comments. Oh my god, I can shuffle it. This is well, kind of, almost, not all of it, but still, that's a good shuffle. I just got these little, like, Indian playing cards. It's called the Ganjifa. I believe that's how you pronounce that. This is not produced by. This is produced by a U.S. Card game producer. They're not, from what I've seen, they are not Indian. But they do like a lot of Hindu culture. So, I have this, but honestly, I would really love to find a deck made by uh, from India, from you know what I mean, from Indian artists. Nope, can't. Nope, I shuffled it once and couldn't do it. Nope, here we go, got it. See, it takes a little work. It's just so many cards and it's so small. But yeah, but check it out. Check it out. They're round, and they're just like, you know. Yeah, like a tarot slump. Yeah, I've felt that many a times in my life. Uh, and honestly, it's like if you're not in the right headspace for it, then yeah, take a break. Then yeah. We all know Mary L is your favorite, but is there anything you don't like about it? What I don't like about it is the changes that she made. I'm just kidding. I didn't like them at first. I've kind of grown to like be okay with them, but yeah, I think what I don't like about it is how there's so little explained. You know, I want everything explained. Like there's still imagery in there that she doesn't really give a clear source as to what is being expressed, like what the archetype is being expressed as. You know what I mean? Like the Seven of Discs. And that's a Native American story, and she doesn't explain what. Like again, like I want a little bit of specifics here. You know, I just want a more in-depth guidebook. You know, because and even then she doesn't really say what it, like I don't if I remember correctly reading the guidebook, she doesn't write on there storms where he walks. I don't think she does, at least, you know, because that's what's being depicted there. Let's see where is it? Let me see here. Let's get over here. Let me see. 10, 9, 8, 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 7 of Discs. Calls it the Demiurge, Munin. Why do I feel like I don't remember any of this? This is from the new one, but again, am I like just completely forgetting what this is? Yeah, here we go. Okay, and so it takes on the aspects of physical being, mountains, an eclipsed sun and moon, the symbols of the 7 planets, fire, air, water, earth, all poetically laid down into a single being, walking forth in time, causing storms and lightnings and sparks as his feet hit the ground. He creates and destroys. That is the only hint that she gives to the two storms where he walks. You know, if I'm not mistaken, because yeah. But anyways, that's one critique there. You know, she had, there's so much going on in there, and there's so much to these designs and this imagery that it needs like a whole, like a book as big as the Kabbalistic the Kabbalah and the Tarot of the Spirit. You know, like a whole 1,000-page book. Honestly, I feel, you know, and with good sources as to what she's depicting, if that makes sense. A deck that deserves a bit more recognition, in my opinion, is the Lover's Path Tarot. It really does. It really does. Honestly, I think it's great. It might be a good majors only deck, but it's a good deck. I don't use it much, so unfortunately, I may end up moving on to someone else. But yeah, it's good. It's great. It's amazing. It's good. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. Which honestly, reading that just made me think like I really gotta get to rereading that book for the Marielle. But it's like, again, there's there's so much to it, but just so little written about it, and it's like it just needs to be more clear. But the deck itself, it works. Three of Wands is probably the only card that I still have. I still struggle reading for the Marielle. By the way, as I have this, as I going back to this, you know, where is it? It's right here. You know, the Tarot of the Vampires. The only hype that really has is more the guidebook. If I am gonna read a vampire themed deck, it's gonna be Bohemian Gothic. Like Bohemian Gothic did it better, you know, except for that Lovers card. Like they should be ashamed for that Lovers card. I'm just kidding. Baba Studios, you know, like turns it out like every time. But yeah, Tarot of the, I don't have it. People rave about the book. I have so many other tarot books, and I just feel like, okay, what is actually in there? Like, you know, what is actually in the book that make people really like it, you know? Because I feel like, I don't know, it's very hard, and it's very hard to like go off and be like, did you even read the book? Did you really read the book? Really read the book? You know, because it's like, yeah, anyways. Like how I am with the Marielle guidebook. I'm like, wait, did I even read this? It's like, no, I did. It's just been so long. I can't. Excuse me. Just there we go. Got it. Okay. Yeah. What else don't I like about the Marielle? I can't think of it. Yeah, Papa Studios is the real deal. They've kind of, with a few of the decks that they produce with the printers, and this is more the printers, they kind of fell off. Victorian Romantic, you know, it's great, but it's just not fully well executed, if that makes sense. You know, if I'm explaining myself right there. You know, let's talk shit about Baba Studios. I'm just kidding. I don't, because again, I buy their stuff. I like their stuff. You know, here's the bags. You know, that. You know. Oh, hello, Darcy. I saw you were on, but then you left. Yeah, but then you left, girl. Hello, Darcy. What's your favorite deck, Darcy? So I can read it for Phil. I'm always put off reading the guidebooks, honestly. Sometimes, you know, sometimes the guidebook is just very, sometimes guidebooks can be very repetitive. Like, and like sometimes it's like meanings of the cards. I already got that. I've already read 78 Degrees of Wisdom. I've already read so many tarot books that and know the meanings. What I want to know is the imagery. What's kind of going on here? What are the sources of these images? What are the design, like what's kind of going on? Because sometimes these images you can't really tell. Like again, like if you were to just give me meanings of this, it's going to be very difficult to do that. You know, you got to understand that this is Adam, you know, this is, you know, paradise within, you know, the paradise that we've been excluded from within oneself, and you're looking within that. And there's a lot of that symbolism with the Ouroboros, you know, the snake, you know, keeping us and containing us and being trapped within. Meditations on the Tarot explains this very perfectly with, I believe, the Wheel of Fortune. I think in that letter, in that chapter, if I'm not mistaken. There he the author, what is it, Valentin Tomberg, anonymous, he writes about the Ouroboros, and that explains this imagery here, you know, for the 5 discs. You know, but again, it's Marielle, it's just so different, you know. Even some of the cards I still, like I said, 3 of Wands, even this one, then so it's like I keep having to like remind myself as to what it is. It's just, you know, what's being depicted. It's the temple, it's the mind palace. I think it's the lamp. It's the lamp itself that contains the flame. You know, it's all that. Hello, Mystic Rose. How have you been? Wait, have you not been uploading on YouTube? What is going on? Let's see. You're just as selective as me when it comes to decks. How about the decks that shuffle the best and the worst? I've come across some decks that we'll get into that. But yeah, I hate reading guide. Yeah. It's I sometimes I'm like I get bored with some of them, with like, again, meanings. Don't care about that. Tell me what's going on in the imagery, you know? Like Journey into Egypt Tarot. Oh my gosh. That was a fun read. That was a great read. What else? Tarot of Delphi and Majestic Earth, little guidebooks. Those were great reads, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Justin. That's exactly what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about this, that's yeah. Meditations on the Tarot. Yeah. Let's see. Delphi. We talked about Pagan Otherworlds, Marielle, Delphi. Delphi. The biggest issue I have with Delphi, it needs to be reprinted. It needs to be reprinted. That's why the fuck isn't it reprinted? Oh, I hear like bugs tapping on my window, flying because the window's open and the light's on. So yeah. But Pagan Otherworlds, it's again, it's like it's like it has a weird beauty to it, but like but then you look closer to it and you're like, oh wait, what's going on here? And then like the title, it's a misnomer. Like it's like change the Lover's card, change the Temperance card, change all that, you know, because angels are not pagan, you know. Let's see. I had the Mary L, and I remember that it was something about having an open heart, a paradise within, but I never knew it was Adam. Did I even read the guidebook? Yeah, there's like, because some of the parts in it where she says it's like because the 5 of discs is Adam, and the 5 of swords is Eve, and the 5 of and it's Adam and Eve and the Garden of Paradise. You know, the lion and the unicorn that's in Eden. I don't know what she's talking about there. I need to look more into that as to what she means by that with the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. You see, because again, like I think she needs a section before each of the numbers. Like here's what all the aces are all about, instead of like randomly putting it in one of the minor arcana cards. You know, like you know, like I think she says it in I don't know what. But like, you know, randomly putting it in like the 4 of swords, like what all the 4s are about. And I'm like, why didn't you just put that in the introduction, in like a little introduction section on the 4s? You know, like why are all the 4s scenes and, you know, places? Like why is it like that? It's because it's the body of the emperor. The emperor's body is the earth itself, and thus, you know, usually we see it as the feminine, as Mother Earth, you know. But you know, in this case, it's the emperor, because how the emperor was, or King Arthur, how his health was, the world and the environment was just as healthy as the king was. And if he's dying and he's old and he's sick, so is the land. Almost very kind of reminds me of Wheel of Time there. But anyways, but that would have been something to explain all together with the 4. Like she doesn't do that. That's the thing. That's the issue with the Marielle. It's very easy to get confused with it. But yeah, we kind of covered all of these. Victorian Romantic, not really much that I can talk about in terms of like what's really bad about it. You know what? We found the perfect deck. Victorian Romantic. It's the perfect deck. I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's something wrong with it. Let's see. Covered in glue. Wait, Justin, you make tarot boxes? What's the tea? I need to see. I feel like that's familiar, but I'm not sure. What? Wait a minute. No, hold on. What were we going to talk about? Oh, there was something here. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I need to star this so I don't forget it. And let's go back here. A deck with a bit of different artwork and a good guidebook is the Ananda Tarot. Oh yeah, you keep teasing me with that. It's just not a very much available. Yeah, since it's a German deck, English version is rare. Well, let's get that English version going. You know, yeah, because that deck is very interesting with the correspondences there. Again, it's correspondences. It's very big. It's very surprisingly, if you know your correspondences and you use them to influence the artwork, that helps. Marielle doesn't do that, which kind of gets confusing, but I guess she did it like that so that you can layer on your own correspondences that make sense with it in a way, which I enjoy. I like that, because something that I'm playing with is the decanic imagery, or the decanic correspondences with the minor arcana. It's very interesting what I'm getting from that with the Marielle, at least, because she doesn't do that. She's not very clear with like astrology and astrological correspondences. Sometimes she is, other times she's not. So yeah, let's go back to this. How about the decks that shuffle the best and the worst? So far, I used to be like, oh, this is the best. Usually it's the playing card, linen cardstock. That's good. What else? I'm not sure what else shuffles well. What else? The Tarot Avatara is also linen cardstock. That's why Yokai Tarot, great cardstock on that one, for shuffling at least. But to me, it feels great. Shitty cardstock. I think this one isn't. Again, I can shuffle it. It just feels very papery. Feels very mass produced, but it is mass produced. It's the new edition of the Radiant Sun. If it's just a little bit support to it, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Ananda Ansa. Oh, girl, that's another thing. People need to start creating more unique decks. Let me look this up. Ananda. Pero. Wait. No. I don't know. Wait. What is this? Eclectic. Let me see this. What is this, honey? Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, real. I like it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Buy on Amazon. Pretty much. Yep, $300. Why am I not surprised? And of course, it's AG Mueller. AGM. Pick it the fuck up. We're in a tarot renaissance. Why are all these amazing decks still out of print? Huh? Roots of Asia, Ananda Tarot, Via Tarot. What is it? What's going on? What is happening? Not a big fan of the Fool, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Fool period. Like Death, that looks cool. I'm going to copy so you guys can see. What? 45 euros here. Of course, yeah. Anyways, don't. Anyways, hello, Charlie. Yeah. Boxes are a pain in the ass. I would imagine if you're hand making them, like again, having to put the three, like I can just imagine already, and then to have it glue. Anyways, what? I had the first edition. I was gifted it, and then I moved it along. And I wasn't reading with it, but I remember it shuffled well, pretty okay, first edition at least. There are decks that I can't shuffle, and they're usually too thick, too big, like. And listen, I can shuffle this. I can shuffle, Ancestral Path. I can shuffle, the archetype round cards. Riffle shuffle, I'm saying. Not anybody can overhand. Anyone can do this. But that ain't a good shuffle. That's not good. If you can do this, stay mad. Stay mad because my stalker cards are actually genuine. I'm just kidding. Yeah, second edition. Yeah, I'm not sure what the changes are. I'm sure then it's probably thicker. But again, I can shuffle this, not vertically, but I can shuffle it like, I can shuffle it with the cards. Let me show you what I mean, what I'm doing. Shuffle them like this, Same goes for the Journey into Egypt. I can even shuffle the Thoth, large size. I can shuffle the Marielle with the borders on it, original with the borders. I can do that. What I can't shuffle, what can't I shuffle? There's one that I can't shuffle. Where is she? Where's she at? Here she is. Get over here. But I still have it because it's an interesting deck. It's this bitch. 400 GSM. Well, again, it's like you can have a good structurized core. It just needs to be flexible, Oh yes, I ordered that, the Buddha Tarot. I pre-ordered that. I'm looking for more for new historic decks though. Sullivan is releasing a new Belgian deck. Oh, that's cool. And of course, Ives Renard, a new mystery. Oh, okay, work. So this is the Nameless Deck by Zia Hunt. It's a tarot and oracle deck, and I like to, when it's a tarot and oracle, I like to have the oracle cards mixed in there as well. And honestly, I feel like to make it like its own uniqueness or whatever. And I would have been bold. I would have been so bold as to make the oracle cards extra major cards in a way. But again, that's just me. But one thing, and what's great about this is that there are no titles on it. But this is thick. It's big. It's thick. It's and the size of the cards themselves, like, look at they're not too different from Ancestral Path. Like, theoretically, I should be able to shuffle this, but I can't because they're so thick with all the stacks of cards together. I can't hold it. I can't do it. It's unshuffleable. Like with a riffle shuffle, I can't do it. Those are a good find. You'll be surprised. I heard someone found a Tarot of Delphi at a garage sale. I'm not sure how much they were selling it for. Probably not much, but them estates and garage sales. But hopefully people don't catch on too much as to like the actual price, as to what people are actually asking for those. But anyways, Terra Volatile, the cardstock is mid. I have it. It's very flimsy. It's very thin, but I didn't get it for the cardstock or like, oh my god, it's but the imagery is what's really what it's all about. But I haven't tried the second edition. I can only imagine how it is. It's thicker apparently, but anyways, and I can't, going back to the Nameless one and how I can't shuffle this. This is just, and now I have to go through the oracle cards and take out all the oracles. Some of the cards I can't tell what's an oracle just by looking at it. I'm not even sure if this, I think this is an oracle card, but it could be the moon, and I could be wrong because they're just using sigils. Anyways, let's see. The heavier edition is a painted riffle shuffle, but I can adjust. Yeah, I love the deck, but it needs a guidebook. The guidebook's on the website. You can read up on it, but I'm not sure how informative on it. Ooh, no flex on the heavier edition at all. Again, here's the thing. It's like, really think about like what it means to have a thicker cardstock. Like, where's my Victorian Romantic? Where is she? Where's she at? Where is it? It's all there, of course, buried under a bunch of other decks because I'm terrible at organizing. Because again, Victorian Romantic. Oh, okay. They are going to come out with a physical guidebook. Okay, so like, look at Victorian Romantic. People are all about thick cardstock. All about thick cardstock. Thick cardstock this. Thick cardstock that. Like, I'm like, okay, but Victorian Romantic has like, the Baba Studios knows good cardstock, you're going to Baba Studios. You're expecting good cardstock, and let me tell you, they have good cardstock. And y'all people, and a lot of people tend to equate thick to good. Marielle is thicker than that. Let me tell you, this is way better of a shuffle, you know, because it has a core. If you guys want a better explanation on this, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it. It's a great video. She finally explained it. She finally solved the riddle or the mystery for the most part. You know, and that is Lisa Papez. She finally got all the samples of all the different cardstocks, all the different laminations, all the different cores, and all that, all the different types of paper, and she went at it and she just explained it all, and she did. That was a great video, fantastic, amazing. She did it. She did what? That is what she did. Okay. I find the thicker cardstock aids the longevity of the deck, but definitely creates a rawness to the hands after shuffling. Yeah, like if it really, like the tendons of my fingers are just screaming for a break, you know. Oh, that is an insult. That is an insult. I'm just kidding. Bohemian Gothic, 3rd edition. That one, I can see how people can say it feels like Llewellyn. But it still feels great. It still feels nice. It's still a great deck by itself, like, you know. But here's the thing: this cardstock, this printer, the printers that made this deck, this edition, the 4th edition, are the people who printed. I believe, could be wrong, are the same people that printed the Via Tarot, the Thoth Tarot. If you go to A.G. Mueller, AGM, Urania, I believe that's Königsfurt. I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be mistaken on that. Someone explain to me. But AGM, their printers, they're the same factory in Europe, printed the same and did the cold stamping. So yeah. Let's see, what's this? My favorites to shuffle are the Los Carabeo decks. Cardstock doesn't chip anymore, and it riffles so well. It really does. That's actually even though I have my issues with Los Carabeo and like some of the images that they use, like I feel like some of them don't really match up well with the tarot meanings in some way or something. Like you can tell they're trying to force the image into like the Rider-Waite-Smith meaning, but it's not fully all the way, you know, into, you know, it doesn't fit well. You can tell they're trying to shoehorn. But yeah. What? Tarot of the Golden Wheel, I think that was Slavic one. It's hard to shuffle. For you? Really? Oh yeah, Fournier's is really good too. Oh, where are you? What? A balmy 76 degrees this evening. Let's see. I recently relocated out of. Let's see. I'm now based in the Southwest Desert. Where? Oh no! Don't share your location. But yeah. Well, hello. Well, I don't know where to go with. I don't know where to go with this. But yeah, 70. But that's balmy. Yeah, balmy. What does balmy mean? I'm assuming sweaty. Oh, your fingers on. Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what? You can just trim the bottoms of those cards, but I don't think you like. I'm not sure if you're okay with trimming, and I'm not sure how even those borders are. For the most part, you can the borders. They don't have that issue with the borders, unlike some other decks. Let me see if I can get a good example here. Yeah, unlike these, you know, if you cut one side, you're, you know, like these borders, you know, on the sides, like you see how the Magician and these are, yeah. Anyways. But yeah, Lisa Papez, she explains it all, and she will do a better job of talking about different card stocks from different companies and all that. And honestly, sometimes it even comes down to like the material itself that the paper and the cardstock is being made out of. I feel, you know, sometimes it might be a slight variation. Like it could be the same specifics, but there could be those slight differences, you know. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to try and find all the minor arcana here. But anyways, yeah, trimmed los carabelas don't shuffle well anymore. They become very stiff when they, yeah, because the smaller the card, the stiffer it becomes. You need more surface area to become more flexible. It's sort of like a, think of it like this. Think of it like this metal ruler. Okay, it's pretty long, so it's all floppy. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But if I were to cut it, it would be more stiffer. If I were to cut off, if I were to make it this size, it wouldn't be as flimsy or floppy. It wouldn't be as pliable. It wouldn't. There's something to it. There's something to that. I'm sure there's a physics term to it. But yeah, I love it. Wait, no, wait, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. It's trash. It's garbage. The one that the copy that I got was damaged. Which is true, but honestly, they sent a replacement, which is very nice of them. Where is it? Where you at? Where you at? Here it is. One thing I wish was clear was what I was getting with my Kickstarter pledge, because I thought I was also getting a guidebook. Guess I didn't read carefully enough. And what I got was this. It's cool. It's neat. It's interesting. I don't like how my hair looks right now, but I don't want to put gel in it because I'm going to go to bed right now after I do this. But yeah, I like it. Is this the right one? Right? Yeah, I put the other one in another place because it's damaged. Very long. And that's what makes shuffling it a little bit tricky, but I think I can still shuffle it. Ooh, yeah, it's pretty long actually. I don't think I can. I can. It's just so. Yeah, I can riffle shuffle it, but it's just it's. I really have to have it bent. You know, I can get it. I can get a good hold. I'm not gonna try and do that. The cards will fly out. I'm not gonna try and shuffle it, holding it up without resting it on something. But yeah, I like it. Check out this Justice card. And looking at the behind the scenes and the production behind it, it's great. I love it. Yeah. But I corner shuffle. Yeah, corner shuffling. I think you can do it with corner shuffle. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, much easier, much more firm, much more comfortable grasp doing it vertically like this. Yeah. But I haven't read with it. I don't know how I would read with it. One thing I kind of wish, but I'm pretty sure I know why they didn't do this. But again, if you do it right, you can make it interesting. Is the Devil card? They did a Photoshop. They photoshopped the red on him. But I'm like, at this point, I kind of feel like do like the very bright primary color red color paint on him. You know, if that makes sense. You know, because you can, like, again, unless it isn't Photoshop. No, it is. Or is it? I don't know. No, you can see it in the shading on the chest. It just looks like they photoshopped the red on there, which I kind of feel like defeats like the purpose. I love the Magician here. Like the facial expression, the look of it, like the clothing, the look, it's all of it, the everything. Anyways, Master Shuffler Hero, yeah. My Wildwood Tarot cardstock is chipping along the edges. Would love to see a reprint of a few decks that could be reprinted on better cardstock. C'est la vie. Yeah, yeah. The Wildwood, that's one. This one also kind of, I think this cardstock also chips a bit. But yeah, how to read it, I'm not sure. But again, just the imagery itself is just so fucking crazy. You know? Like, here's the Knight of Swords. Would have been cool to have people in the court cards too, you know, instead of what they did with it. But yeah, I don't know how that would have worked. Might have been cool, but yeah, I can barely shuffle it how I like to shuffle things. But anyways, yeah, that mass produced cardstock, it's prone to chipping. It's bold that they went the direction that they did with this, making it really long. Because again, they could have made it. I think they could have honestly. No, they really. Yeah, the dimensions of the imagery, they probably couldn't. Girl, I just explained this. I just mansplained this. So let me show you. Okay, so these two are the same cardstock. I'm here for a few. It's horror. What are you watching, Leanne Richer? What are you watching? What movie? Let me know. So I think it's the same amount of cards. If I'm not mistaken, it should be the same amount of cards. Same cardstock, same cardstock, same lamination, same printers, and same amount of cards. Or well, it doesn't really matter how many cards is in there, but again, point is that this is going to be stiffer than this because of the size, and they are the same width. If I'm not mistaken, no, it's a little bit wider. But again, it's about how, again, you're gonna hear some. You're gonna. Yeah, physics. Yeah, here. You're gonna hear a wibble. You're gonna hear a little bit of a wibble with Tarot of the Drowning World because it's longer than Carnival at the End of the World because it's shorter. You can still hear one, but kind of. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If that makes sense, right? Okay, time for the fan before I get all sweaty again. Yeah, when it's smaller, it's stiffer. Like, look at I believe it's the same cardstock, Tarot of the Golden Wheel versus Playing Marseille cards. Very different, yeah. You're having a great bad night. Bye. Okay, bye. The Alpha Incident. I've never heard of this movie. The Alpha Incident. Well, maybe I have. Let me look it up. Also, Lady Night, if you have the hookup on that Ananda Tarot, let me know because I want it. I have too many things near me. I have too many things in the way. Oh no, I need to organize. I have so much cleanup to do. Let's put you over there. Let's put you guys over here as well. Too much in the way. I just noticed I just left my dirty clothes on the bed, but it kind of blends in. It kind of blends in with the the red shirt. I barely noticed it. I'm so bad. Lazy. So I could learn it. I got an idea. How hard can it be? You know, do I have a German deck somewhere? I think I do. I could be wrong. But yeah, but let me see. What is this? Alpha Incident. Oh. Incident. What's this? Who's in it? Stafford Morgan, Carol Irene Newell, John Goff. I had to be only two stars. I mean, it's probably the best movie out there. Let's see. A microorganism from Mars, brought to Earth by space probe, terrorizes passengers in a railroad office. What? Let me see. Can I find a trailer for this? Let me go back. Directed by Bill Rebane. Written by Ingrid Newmayer. The original screenplay, produced by Hubert L. Cohen, Michael D. Graves. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. At this point, I don't care. I don't care if it's. I mean, I can figure it out. I can figure it out. I just finished having dinner. What did you have for dinner? We're still talking about. We're still talking about decks. Now we're talking about cardstock, bad cardstock or good cardstock, and that's kind of irrelevant. I feel like hopefully people are now learning more about good cardstock. Again, Lisa Papez. She finally figured it out. Where was that video? Like years ago. You know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Huh? Oh, well, if you can, let me know. Please do, because that's a crazy looking deck. Let's see. Some cards like the edges become more frayed, and that's another thing. Yeah, some of it like fluffs out. I have yet to see that happen, thankfully, with any of the decks I've trimmed. But yeah, let's see. I didn't, as I don't eat this. I made meatloaf, broccoli, and cauliflower. I'm not a big fan of broccoli and cauliflower, but love meatloaf. Love meatloaf. My mom only recently started making meatloaf like a few years back, and it's delicious. It's amazing. I always thought it was like, what's the hype? I got the hype now. I'm like, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be like, it's very white people food. Yes, I know broccoli and cauliflower are good for you, but it's like I can't. But cauliflower, I can't do it. I really can't do it. It's just no. It's a no for me. So yeah. So let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else is there. Anything else I miss? I didn't like it as a kid, but now I make it with beef and turkey meat and add chili sauce to it. Ooh. Yeah, my mom makes it. I think my mom makes it with beef and turkey. I could be wrong. I don't know what she uses to make it, but it just comes out bomb. She just found a recipe online and she just uses that, and I'm like, okay, work. So yeah. Let's see. I like the linen feel cardstock as it is thinner, and I can shuffle. Yeah, it's like the linen cardstock. It's like for some reason it's like designed to be shuffled, to be riffle shuffled. So yeah. What is this card? Is this? Yeah, this is the Ten of Wands. I'm like all while waiting for things to come in. Anyways, any other decks? What else is your favorite decks? What are your favorite decks? Abraxas. What's your favorite deck? Shuffle for us. Well, I'm trying to. Okay, well, I want to shuffle this deck, but before I can do that, I have to take out all the tarot cards, and keep only the oracle cards in there, or keep out the oracle cards. I think that's Judgment. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's an oracle. I think that's an oracle. That's one of the court cards. It's just so tricky to find out what is what. That's a tower. That's that card. There's that. It's just I can tell some of the cards, but again, there's no titles. It's all sigils. But I can figure out some of them. Some of the sigils have hints to them, like the dots. The number of dots on the sigils are the number of associated to the number of suits. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 of Wands. and it's a triangle. It's an upright triangle, so it has fire there. So yeah. And then like the court cards are all masks, you know. So I know that. It's just some of the cards, like this. I believe this is the Hierophant, but I'm not sure. It could be in one of the Oracle cards, but it's probably the Hierophant. But yeah. Here, I'll do this. How about gimmick type decks for holidays, like the Edgar Allan Poe deck? Careful. I don't think Tarot Oracle is on here. Listening, watching. But you know what? But we'll talk about it. Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes they work out well, sometimes they don't. Bohemian Gothic, perfect for Halloween, but it can also work outside of that season. There has yet to be a good Christmas deck. So yeah, but fandom decks, hate them. Every single one, I hate it, except for the Tarot del Toro. That's a good one for some reason. It just works. You know, it works. I don't know why. It just does. You know. Okay. So now I've remembered. I remember now why. Like the big triangles like that are elemental glyphs. So I should be able to find the rest. I think I got them. Oh nope, forgot one. I think, right? Is this a chariot? I'm not sure. Yeah. Anyways, the biggest letdown for me was the Arcana Tarot. Oh, really? Half the deck is badly cut. I remember that. I remember looking at that. I was like, is this going to be a good one? It looked interesting, but... Oh, that's tragic. Tragic. Unfortunate. Truly. Honestly. Truly. Yeah, that sucks. You know, it sucks when, like, a deck is a disappointment like that. Oh, yeah, Barbara Walker Tarot. Yeah, that's it. I like that one. A little too edgy sometimes, you know, with some of the imagery. It can be off-putting. And again, I have to really look at her feminist approach, you know, her feminist commentary on some things to see what's what. So yeah, let's see. Oh, the Adventure Time. Oh, I saw that. Let's see. What is it? The totally unofficial Adventure Time Tarot. I saw that. Is it available for like to buy or what? Okay, now I have to find. I'm not sure if there's a way to tell what deck is a major or not, because again, 5-cent tarot. A lot of people like the 5-cent tarot. I thought it was okay. It's not exciting enough for me to really go for it for some reason. You know, maybe if I see people using it in readings in a spread and I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try. You know, but yeah, no. Yeah, I have the Arcana Tarot, so looking forward to it. Are you also disappointed by it? Is it the same thing? I mean, sometimes the deck will just randomly one deck will just be shittily printed, but I mean, for it to be that bad, yeah. Oh, let's see. From Indiegogo in demand, still continuously funding. Well, that's good. Okay, I can find it because I do like Adventure Time. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, this card right here. Okay. Yeah, the artwork was gorgeous, but yeah, again, sure you can have pretty artwork, but can it be executed well? You know? As they should. I'm gonna have to do that with. Well, I'm not sure if I will. I'm not sure. They're gonna have to look at it and see. And that's my Victorian Romantic, the large version. But hopefully hopefully something can be done. Hopefully I can get replacement cards, because some of those cards, they're not like shittily made. It's just the metallic cold stamping. But I have yet to mail it off. I have it packaged and everything. I just have to get a label and mail it off. It's just I keep forgetting to. Hee as it always is. Yep, that is the Hierophant. Or no, what I need to do is go through the oracles. Because I'm pretty sure I got all the oracles. Yeah, here we go. The oracles. Here's Oracle 1. Yeah, with the weird. Let me see here. So yeah. Sorry, I'm like taking for like I'm just like looking through this and not really engaging with chat. I mean, that's how it is sometimes, you know? Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. I mean, what have they? And so has the Arcana, sticking onto the Arcana. Have they addressed this? Have they? Let's see. I got this one a while ago, and I really like how I read it. It's called the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. Let me see that one after I find this Oracle card. Let's see. Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. Let me look at this. Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot by Lindsay Silverman. Oh, this one. Right? Let me see. Show me some images. Here we go. Yeah, it looks very much... Oh, no, kind of in the same line as... oh my gosh. Starchild? Starseed? Starchild Tarot? Moonchild Tarot? Around there. Yeah, very similar in that. Not bad, but yeah. Watch a live episode. Let's see. Good night, Zach. Good night, Mystic Rose. Ready to catch a live episode. I hope you're doing great. I am. I hope to reconnect again soon. Yes. I have a few YouTube videos. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, because you've been like quiet, Mystic Rose. Or have I just not been like following you? Or am I just like, has my brain just been ignoring your videos in my feed? Like, because yeah, it's like I'm like, wait a minute. Well, which I mean, like, that being said, you have tons of videos I haven't seen, so I'm like, you know what? Now I'm gonna now have stuff to watch. I have stuff to watch next week. I have this whole stack of boxes of tarot decks under my desk that I haven't opened. Well, sit, open them up. Be like, why? Do a whole big live unboxing. Like how? Like from where? Like what? Like what's going on? Which I guess, you know, if you are, you know, I don't know what to... There's something to that, you know. I was only able to do it once, like do a pile up and then do a big haul like Y does, but I it was hell. It was terrible. It's just not me. That's just not me, you know. Yeah, I could never. Yeah, life got in the way. Yeah. I'm sure with like pre-orders, life will absolutely get in the way, and you just like you get a box and you're like, okay, I'll open that later, or I can't think of that right now. Do you still dislike Oracle cards? I pretty much, I don't dislike them. Well, no, I do. I don't like, it's just like a majority of them are just so like not good. Like, again, the point of a card is to read the imagery on there. What's on the card? How is the image on the card expressing what the title of the card is? And a lot of people will draw like intuition, and it'll be like the most vaguest fucking imagery ever. Which, I mean, with a title like intuition, like you can draw anything on there, but it'll be like trust in yourself, and it's just like a person standing there, like pretty obviously beautiful, but like how does that express that? How does that image express it? Sort of like the strength card in the field tarot. That is like probably the worst strength card I've ever seen in my life. Like the worst. Like the worst. I'm pretty sure there's more to it, and I'm pretty sure if I read I'm pretty sure someone will be like, "Oh, it's because of this," but like on the surface, it just don't look. It just that just ain't it. That's just a no. It's a no for me. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see, like the Thoth pip cards. So there's the T right there. So with the Thoth pip cards, you can, like, even though there's nothing happening on them, like there's no people doing stuff or any like facial expressions or anything, which in general there aren't really that many facial expressions. Maybe like the magician is smiling, and most of the other faces are just pretty either not there or pretty like statuesque and flat, um, and unexpression or expressionless, very stoic. Um, but the cards, like if you look at the Seven of Discs, you're not going to look at that card and think, "Oh, this is some good times going on," or the Nine of Swords, and look at the imagery with the blood and the poison dripping off of the swords and the red colors on it, and feel like this looks like a fun time. Oh my god, great things are coming to you. No, you're not going to read it like that. You look at the Three of Cups, you're like, oh, like this, or the Six of Cups, be like, oh, that's beautiful. You know, um, just based off of the imagery. Uh, the suspense. It's. I think he saves it. He doesn't do unboxing videos, gets one box with the one deck in it, opens it, and flips through the cards. He doesn't do that. Uh, he unboxes. He does hauls. He does, and saves them up for that. But also he's very on it with new decks and all that. Like he let me know about the Margaret Peterson getting a new, like an anniversary edition, and I'm like, what? And it's like available, and it's like, what? It's available. I'm like, what? Yeah. um yeah, that's how I am. Like very few get to be with me and actually worked with, you know um because few can actually execute being an oracle by itself. um ooh, ooh. So yeah, I don't even know anymore if PBK because they all are still in the box. I still want to do them. Well, I look forward to doing that when you can, Sid. I also don't like Thoth. Every Thoth deck I have held sting. I have held stings my hands. So weird. I mean, and you've tried like Tabula Mundi or the Rosetta Tarot. There's a new deck called the Surfer's Paradise. Ashira Tarot is kind of Thoth as almost Thoth. When I say almost Thoth, like a lot of people will look at a deck and think it's Thoth, and really, like a lot of decks can be mistaken for Thoth, and it's because like there's very few small things that make a Thoth tarot, and that's the correspondences. That's justice being 8, strength or lust being called lust and being put in position 11, and the letters for the emperor and the star being switched. So Zadi to the emperor and He to the star, and that's the only thing that can make a Thoth deck, in my opinion. Um, Tarot decks are very personal. Just because it is new doesn't mean it will click. But I don't buy ones unless the imagery pulls me. Yeah, I guess it's more like they can be very personal once you work with them. I guess in a way, there's something to that. Um, what makes a deck personal? Let's see here. The Eternal Protector. So let's see. After 18 months of FOMO and buying lots of decks, after I discovered TarotTube, I now know now what works for me and what doesn't. I'm kind of still getting there. Sometimes some decks like look like they won't work for me, but I'm kind of curious about them, and I try it out. But there are, for the most part, it's like if it looks nice and it looks cool, I'm gonna try and get it. But other times I just look at it and it's like, sure, it looks nice and it looks cool, but I can tell there's like no intention behind the imagery, if that makes sense. There's no like, I can see it and I'd be like, yeah, they really didn't. They weren't really making this art for a tarot deck, I think, or they just copied the Rider-Waite-Smith within their own art style, which I'm not mad at. Like, there's an artist, Von Art, I believe is what his name is, and he is doing it's just straight up Rider-Waite-Smith, but it's gorgeous. It's in his style, but it's amazing. It's black and white with a few metallic details on some of the cards so far, and very simple but very, very like really cool. I'm jealous. I have not bought a deck this year, and even last year I only bought 14 decks. Not too many spoke to me. Yeah. And the Monarch just dropped. Well, what's the Monarch? Let's see. Yeah. The reader is what brings that spark to reading. So if the artist didn't have anything, doesn't mean the reader can't pull more through. Sometimes. I mean, look at the like Houseplants Tarot, or the Drag Race Tarot, or the Friends Tarot, but that goes into like those themed decks, those fandom decks, but again, Tarot del Toro, that's great, and those are just pips, Monarch card in this deck is very similar to a Strength card. Okay. Let me see. I'm still going through and finding all the Oracle cards and separating them from what I think might be Oracle cards. That's one thing. I wish there was a way to tell what was what in a way, but sometimes it makes you wonder, like, if that would affect the sigils, if she made the sigil designs different. Who knows? Who knows? Do y'all work with sigils, talismans? What do y'all do? Just saying, it has a queen walking her pet tiger. Well, I mean, that could be the Queen of Wands or the Princess of Wands, but it would say like something of Wands, or it's the Empress, right? Because again, Monarch, that's a ruler, that's a king or a queen. To gender it, I do like that. Monarch is the gender neutral term for a royal, in power, the leader of a monarchy, So yeah. Damn, how many Oracle cards did she put in here? I feel like, what was it, like 30? Anyways. Oh yeah, there are no males. It's imbalanced. But the Monarch, yeah, but to make it a gender neutral term, I love that. Monarch, I gotta remember that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Let's see. My biggest tarot wish would be a Sailor Moon deck, but only from the original artist, not fan art, and working the astrology since the characters are based on zodiac planets. I thought they were only based on planets. Are there zodiac characters in there? I haven't been that focused on it. But I think an Oracle would be easier. Again, with most fandom decks, And oracle cards would be much easier, you know. But in order to balance all decks as a whole, you need some that are just one gender or another. Yeah, yeah. You need that. You need that expression of the one, and and then also throughout the whole, like I said, the spectrum, and like you said, like we keep, like I keep saying, the whole spectrum, but also the extreme ends, and also the outside and around, and you know, all that. Yeah, you know, and those that do not, that cannot be contained within the spectrum itself as well. Let's see. These little birdies. Hello, Arcanabiswas. Let's see. Each Sailor Scout is based on a zodiac sign with the characteristics and all. Only Saturn and Pluto were switched in their meanings for some reason. I thought they were based on planets, you know, because not zodiac, you know, because planets. Also, when are astrology decks going to illustrate the houses in their cards? Because some people, they just do first house, and it's like, yeah. The Moon Crystal Tarot. What's that one? They all kind of start to sound the same, but let me see. Moon Crystal Tarot. Let me Google this. No. Tarot. Enter. But what is this on Etsy? What is this, honey? Oh, is this a Sailor Moon? Oh, it is. It's okay. Yeah, it's you know, What I don't like is the aces. How three of the hands are coming out of one direction, and then the Ace of Pentacles is the only one going out of the other direction. I'm not a big fan of that. I like them to come out, you know, two from one and then the other two from another side. So yeah. Okay. Sister, Amazon, Junonian, and Jovian. I guess that's okay. I feel like Sister, that's again, yeah. Amazon, that's still very feminine. Junonian, very feminine, and then Jovian, that's the only one that's no. But I do like that. Very interesting. Love it when we change up the aspects there. But again, that leads to you know, planetarian things. Like, but again, why isn't Juno a planet, you know, or why is there a planet named Juno? That's one thing. We need more female names or feminine planets, you know, which is a planet. But I mean, the names, I mean, come on, are they all males? You know, we only have Luna, the moon, and Venus. Like, give us more. We want more. The only other ones are like, we have like, are like moons of other planets. Like, I think Juno is a moon on Jupiter, is one of Jupiter's moons. Anyways, let's see. Is the Bish? Oh, it's an all female deck. Yeah, it's just, yeah. So let's talk about it. What does direction mean to you? That's the thing. It's not necessarily like what the direction means. I know some people are like, oh, the left is, I think people usually associate left to the unconscious or the subconscious, and the right to the conscious and the dominant controlling conscious aspect. But to me, honestly, it doesn't really matter in a reading, unless it's like directionality more. Like, it's like, oh, something's coming towards you, something's leaving. But sometimes I want to kind of like switch it up. Sometimes it seems that the story is progressing into the future, but it's reading instead of, you know, how you know, English, what I'm used to, left to right. It's going right to left, like in some languages, like Arabic and or Arabic or Hebrew. Yeah, power planets tend to be male name. Yeah. So shouldn't all the aces just come straight up? Or some of them coming from the left, one coming from the right, one coming from the bottom of the deck, from the bottom of the card, and another from the top. That would be something. That could be something. But again, people just see Rider-Waite-Smith and call it the end all be all and call it a day. It's like, ugh. Yeah, Asian reads top down. Huh. I could have. I know, like, I'm like, yeah. Does Japanese do it too? No, Japanese reads. Or does it matter? Is there? I gotta learn it. I'm kind of like learning slowly, but again, it's like Duolingo. It's fun. I have some idea. I'm learning, but I think I just need to take a class. At that point, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's all perspective. Yeah. It's just, it's not very set in stone for me, unless it's like occult, esoteric takes. Like if I'm thinking of like the Tree of Life and all that, and looking at how the Tree of Life plays into these into the design of the cards in a way, yeah, depends if they're using the symbols or using Western alphabet. Oh, okay. For Japanese, correct? So yeah, sorry for like all the dead air. Like I said, I'm just flipping through this, trying to take out the oracle cards. Because again, I just had to try and shuffle in the oracle cards in this deck, which I shouldn't. Yes, Japanese. Okay, yeah. Because again, this deck is ginormous enough as it is. Did I not take that card out? Is it in here? Do I have to find it now? Oh god. Here we go. Now I gotta go through the big stack of cards. This is riveting content, isn't it? What are y'all up to? How y'all doing? I just throw it in there. Why did I think this is one of the cards in the tarot? Sometimes it looks like it, but I guess not. Maybe just accidentally put it in there, or maybe, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. Why did I think? Maybe because I saw this spot, the dot in there, but I should have really looked closer at the imagery. But anyways, I think it's interesting, but I think people have to... I disagree in thinking that it's a fifth suit, because the tarot already has 5 suits. That's one thing. So I would call it a 6th suit rather than a 5th. So the 5th element tarot, I think, is the 6th element tarot, because to me the major arcana is the 5th element. And if we were going to do that, it would most likely be with, like, I want to see something with focus on me, camera. No, you're not going to? Come on, let me try this slowly. There we go. Now we got it. Hello. I would see like the Asian, Chinese, Eastern take on the elements. They're taking on the elements, where it's fire, water, earth, wood, and metal, right? Yeah, but does that make them consider a 5th element deck? Yeah, but they kind of, but again, they don't. Yeah, like they call it. Well, that's the majors. Again, the 5th element is the majors. It's spirit, it's ether, it's akasha, and that's the 5th. The 5th suit is the major arcana. Yeah. Yeah, Feng Shui. Feng Shui does it, yeah. Because which I'm like, they don't have air or wind for some reason. I'm like, what? I thought one would think. But yeah, earth, air, water, fire. Yeah, I go fire, water, air, earth, and spirit. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it just yeah, spirit to me is majors. You know, it's yeah. But I also equate fire to spirit as well, in a way. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Well, no, I think I do know why. I think it's like it's what I read. Like I think spirit has like drive and power and pull. You know, maybe not power, but still, somewhere along something along those lines. As fire as the drive to something, the spirit. You know how spirited you are towards something. You know, um, but when it comes to spirit, like as in the divine, that's a little bit different. I have two decks like this, but I can't get used to them, so they're in very good condition. Yeah, it's because we're not very. Again, I have to think of how each of those numbers play out in that fifth suit. Uh, because again, we can think of like wood and metal, and think of like what those would play out in with the with the Eastern elemental system. You know, if that makes sense. Is this the Wheel of Fortune? What is this card? Yeah, it is. Huh. Interesting. I thought it was an Oracle card, but I guess not. So yeah, we're almost through, and then I can start shuffling the tarot without having to worry about all that. Let me see here. Oh, this is upside down. Or I had it upside down. Why did I think this was the right side up? Okay, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. I thought it was like this because the moth, how the butterfly is, it looks like it should go like that, but no, it's like this. What do y'all think? Should it be like this or like this? I'd put a poll up, but I don't have it set up, so yeah. Anyways, now I'm finally able to shuffle after what? An eternity? Well, we'll see how well I can shuffle it because again, this is just the 78 cards. I still probably can't shuffle it. Oh no, I can. Yeah, but I can't shuffle it with the full extra oracle cards in there. It looks like wallpaper to me. Moth down. What do you mean, like moth at the bottom of the card? Yeah, I know. Finally, back to the shuffling. Yeah, I can shuffle it by itself. It's just by the tarot alone. I can't shuffle it with the oracle cards in there. And I want to shuffle the oracle cards in there because I feel like the oracles are like extra in there, or something. I don't know. I think she should have just done like a little thinner cardstock. I think for this deck. So yeah. But anyways, who all knows about this deck? Yeah, let me tell you, I'm barely able to do it though. Barely. Much like no, not Carnival at the End of the World. Tarot of the Drowning World. Barely. Like my fingers are barely, but I can comfortably shuffle it. I do. I just want it all. I want it all together. Have y'all seen the book on this thing? This thing's crazy. She didn't have to do all this. But yet she did. Because she's what? That bitch. Because she's who? What? She did what? That. I'm sure y'all seen. I don't know if y'all seen. Have y'all seen? Did y'all see? Y'all probably saw the book as I pulled it out. Look at this thing. Look at it. Compared to my head. Look at how big it is. She is just like ambitious and, you know, just does the most with all of her projects, you know. And it's not a book, it's a grimoire. Yeah, the Nameless One companion grimoire. I like how it's plain and simple right here. Annika, I don't know if you're watching. If you're still watching, if you're still here, look at no name on it. Well, other than the spine, but I mean, if you just have it like that, you know. And she goes through it. Well, I mean, like, it's not like, oh my god, a solid wall page of words, you know, but it's still pretty. You still get quite a bit, and full images. And there's a lot to it. There's a lot, kind of, for the most part. You know, like here's. You know, just so y'all see. Not only that, she also goes through spells in the back, candles, colors, all that, like a bunch of tables in the back, planets, even extra sigils that don't have card images that didn't make it into the deck because only like a limited number of cards. You know, but still, extra sigils. Look at that. Look at how many. Which, honestly, I think she should be bold enough to actually just make the sigils into coins. You know, if she can. And make them, like, huge, like, a bunch of coins and, like, release them as sets, you know? What's the difference? Could you do that and thus make it, instead of a sigil, a talisman? Would that count? Would that count or no? Because I know a sigil, like, you're supposed to, like, burn it or something, right? Or destroy it in a way or something, right? Like, can you make these into permanent talismans, you know? Like here, like, there's a... Do I have the sticker somewhere? I should have this. Here it is. Yeah, like, here is the name. Like, this is the... It doesn't have a name. It just has a symbol. And this is, like, the Nameless One symbol. But it's a sticker. Like, you're not supposed to destroy it. You're supposed to put it on something. And it's supposed to... You know, anyways. Well, not to read with. I'm saying, like, to use it as like sigil magic and all that. Come on, Pickles. You're just gonna be scratching, being annoying. Sorry, let me move this. Put this in the dirty clothes. I could have sworn I thought I put it in the dirty clothes, but I guess not. Anyways, but yeah, not for again, it's because again, it's sigils, not, which again, you can't, yeah, for divination, yes, but these are like, you're supposed to be able to trace them and like use them for the intentions that are connected to it. So like this one here, or well, let's find it right here. Ow, cramp. So like this card, what is that one? That's the last, that should be the last oracle card. Let me find it here. Here it is. So this oracle card is called the Prophet. Affirmation. I receive visions of the past, present, and future. I interpret that which lies beyond the veil for the betterment of all. And then there's a poem there. She write, girl, she's on it with poetry. I'm not going to read too much because I don't want to, copyright, girl, copyright. But let me see. I want to do the upright. So it's visions, insights, predictions coming true, secrets revealed, getting powerful information, using your intuitive powers for good. So if you want to use this, you can use this for the sigil or whatever, or whatever. You can draw the sigil, put it on a paper or whatever, and set it. But I need to look up how to actually do that, so I can talk about it and explain it. So I can be a proper armchair magician. So yeah, so it says here, significant and previously unknown insights about past and future will soon reveal themselves. Be aware, for they may come fast and leave even faster. The burden will be with you to keep the wisdom within your heart and mind as and after they present themselves. Once a secret is revealed and the truth becomes known, it cannot be unknown. Therefore, ask your questions with clarity and discretion, for you will receive the answers you seek, and then it will be your solemn duty to wield the power of information to the greatest good. I should get one. I should get an armchair. I should get an armchair for this stuff because, again, that's mostly what I do. I just study this. So, yeah. So it's astrologically associated to the moon. And then it has animals connected to it. Numerology is 30. Element is ether. And then it has like moonstone, labradorite, iolite. Colors are violet, green, silver, black, and white. Candles is silver and white. So there you go. See? You see? Yeah. So yeah, so we would say here, suggested uses for the sigil include, but are not limited to, increasing receptivity to magical, intuitive, or spiritual insights, ensuring we utilize our magic for the betterment of all, helping us see and accept what lies beyond the veil. And then she goes into like the sigil, the symbols of all that. I'd have to see what she means, what she talks about with the crow, how repetitive this book is. I wanted to check this. I have yet to read through this whole book. I will totally do that. I'm totally going to do that. That's going to be it right there. That's going to be, but what I want to check is how repetitive it is, because the crow shows up in quite a few other cards. I want to see if she just repeats the same thing or paraphrases, the same thing with certain symbols and all that. And if that's the case, I think she could have just, if how repetitive it is, she could have just done like a whole thing on the symbols themselves, like a whole section instead of like splitting it across all the cards. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes you just, I don't know. But that just goes into like how one wants to organize a guidebook for that. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Been on for almost 3 hours. We're gonna call it a night, because I think we've gone through all the decks we wanted to talk shit about. And it's getting late. I gotta not be staying up so late. So yeah. Go to bed early-ish. Well, it is. Wait, it's only 9:48. Why does it feel like it's so much later? I have to go. I have a pie to make. Wait, what type of pie? Pull us a card. Okay, I'm gonna pull us a card from the Nameless one, because I want to use it, but I just haven't been able to use it for, because the oracle cards are in there, and I'm like, okay, I'm more familiar with the tarot, and the tarot imagery is pretty, on it, but except for the court cards are a little bit, but I like that she uses masks, just the cards, no book, or 50 euros with books and VHS box and in German. Would love that. Message me, Lady Knight. No, because the book is in German, so what's the point? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I bet you I can find the book in English, right? Was the book ever printed in English, or is it just the deck? Because I'm pretty sure the book is probably cheaper. I'm pretty sure the book is not as in demand as like the cards, because the cards, I'm sure that's what goes crazy. Lemon curd. What is up with the citrusy desserts? Learn German. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. When I first downloaded Duolingo, I was currently using it for Japanese. Currently being like that was the most recent language I was studying. Uh, I started learning German. That's the first one I was like, I don't want to do French, but yeah. Use Google Translate, get the book. I looked for the book in English, no luck. I'll see. Yes, please do. But yeah, I was actually kind of learning German at first on Duolingo. But lemon curd meringue, that sounds good. I just got a recipe for lemon squares. I was like, maybe I can make this. We just have some lemons, or I can go pick them from the lemon tree we have in the back and make it fresh. So yeah. That's true. I'm like, oh wait. Wait, I think I do know. I think I do know someone. Wait, I think I do, Lady Night. Wait, who? I'm just kidding. Of course. Yeah. I want to learn German, but I'm still trying to learn Spanish. I've only been trying. Well, I understand Spanish. Don't know Spanish. I understand Spanish. I should be clear. I understand Spanish. I just cannot speak it. Well, I can if I'm in the right mood or if I'm using the right terminology. Or I know phrases. I need to get used to like the phrases and the sayings and talking, communicating. But it's just I just barely ever use it. I rarely speak, but I understand. I know. So I only understand bathroom and beer. Now the real question is, baño, is it el or la? El baño or la baño? El baño. El baño sounds better. I can say phrases, but I never understand the answer. Like what phrases? Let's ask the cards. How will Mother's Day go? El baño, right? Is la agua. Yeah, it's really fucking gendered. Okay, thank you, Lady Night. ¿Qué hora es? Yeah. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 9. Van a ser las 10 en 7 minutos. That was terrible. Is it el agua? El agua. Yeah, it is el agua. I thought it was la agua. Wait, no. Oh my gosh. El agua. Yeah. No. Yeah. Is it? Girl, I don't know. Maybe it's because I think because agua is so feminine, Water is so feminine. Like the A is for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway. Just making sure the cards are not going in reverse. Oh, I know in Japanese mythology, the moon is male and the sun is female. But other than that, wait, no, Mesopotamian, the moon is masculine. I think the sun is also masculine, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Mesopotamian, Babylonian, the god, I believe, Enki. Nope, I could be wrong. No, but I know for a fact, like the god associated to the moon is a male god. No, just too many A's. So I think yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, wait. Now I'm thinking about like el agua. No, it's la agua. I'm trying to remember hearing it said like la agua. La agua. Usually that's how it goes, you know. But if it ends in a, it usually is going to be feminine, I think. But there are many exceptions to that. Yeah, no, it's for me. It was like thankfully, I don't think I ever like really attached that so much. I think like from growing up speaking Spanish and knowing Spanish. But that's what I do like about the American language is that it's just the, you know, because in Spanish it's always confusing as to what is el or la. You know, like right now, is it el agua or is it la agua? Because it kind of sounds right either way. Lucy, are you there? I don't know where Lucy is. Lucy's probably gonna message me right now. She's gonna be like, "Girl, it's this," and it's like, "Oh, okay." But I think it's la. I'm pretty sure it's la because I think it's feminine. But in terms of language, like the moon is male and the sun is female, I don't know. Wait, is German also a gendered language like that? I don't know. Let's see. Mother's Day. How's it gonna go? We got the Three of Swords. Not everybody's gonna have a great time this Mother's Day. Mm. 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 It is el agua. German is gender. How interesting. I didn't get that far into Duolingo on German, so. Really? Well, I think it depends. I think it depends on what type of water. I think if it's like a drink, it's one way. And if it's like a water that you can get into, it's different, right? I think. Right? No, it has to. No, it probably is. French, German, Spanish, all gendered. Huh. Huh. He, she, it. Yeah. In Spanish, I don't think there was a singular, but I would love to see that. I'm excited. But French is a whole nother. No. I will stay away from French. No, thank you. It's very interesting that she chose a serpent instead of like a dove or a bird for the Three of Swords. Usually you'll see a bird in the Three of Swords being stabbed or something, then or the typical heart, but this time it's a snake. It's very interesting. Maybe give the water would be dame el agua. No, it'd be like dame el agua. No, I wouldn't say it like that. ¿Me puedes traer un agua? Or una agua? No, un agua, yeah. You know what it is? Is because I think maybe it's because dame un vaso de agua. ¿Me puedes agarrar un vaso de agua? Yeah, something like that. Snake is knowledge. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Knowledge and wisdom. Yeah. I don't know about Russian. Oh, I would love to learn Russian. Russian sounds like, I don't know. Russian sounds like like it kind of gives me the vibe of like dark obsidian rocks, you know, kind of crashing in together or something. I don't know. If you know Spanish, French should be kind of easy. Yeah, it's the Latin roots. Yeah, because then you're vaso. Yeah, the cup is masculine in Spanish. The vaso is el vaso de agua. Yeah. I think that's what it is. La taza de agua. Yeah, taza is that's interesting. Taza versus vaso. Taza is more. What is a taza? I feel like taza is. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. El vaso de agua. Yeah. Really, glass is masculine, cup is feminine. Wait a minute. Okay, am I confusing something here? Because to me, a taza de agua, taza is more like a mug in a way. I feel. Meanwhile, vaso is more like a glass cup. Yeah, I was gonna say taza is like a coffee cup. Yeah, that's how I thought. That's how I'm thinking of it. Yeah, la taza de café. Yeah, la taza de café. Yeah, yeah. You put you know, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say something so annoying that me and my mom always like always like are being annoying when we're like when it's like late at night and we want some like some hot coffee with a pastry or something. So when we always say un cafecito con un panecito. Oh, look at that. Phoebe's on it. Yeah. Yep. Taza is a mug. Yeah, there we go. El vaso. Yeah, el vaso de jugo de naranja. That's a bit much. El vaso de jugo. Yeah. Um, yeah, el vaso. Yeah. But we always say, always, we're trying to be annoying. Un panecito con un cafecito. Or something like that. You know. Or even worse, we'll go. Or she usually goes. She usually says cuquitas, you know? Or uno, galletitas, you know. Uh, let's see. I would love to speak Italian. It sounds good, and I wouldn't need subtitles at the opera. Although after working at the opera for so many years, I understand some. I think Italian is also again Latin, heavily Latin based. I feel so it's like Italian. Like there's some words that I can like read and I'd be like, oh, it means this. It roughly goes along something to do with this. You know. Um, let's see. Necesito una reversa para dos personas. Now, here's the thing. Okay, so this is interesting. So when you're talking about yourself, do you gender that? You know, because Sid, you identify. How do you identify with the they them or she her she they, right? Because I'm not sure how you are what you identify. I think you said she her. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. But if it's necesito, if you're talking about yourself, then you say necesita. But that doesn't sound right either because necesita sounds like you're talking about someone else. Italian is also gendered, yeah, and they have so many dialects, yeah. Third person is gendered. Ah, okay. Yes, German, Italian, French, English are all very similar. Yeah, because I know like English kind of like stems from all of those in a way, you know, because it has like Greek and Latin and other roots, usually Greek and Latin, you know. Yeah, the they them thing is tricky in German. Yeah, they don't really know how to do that. Very confusing. Yeah, like verb wise first person is just singular. Right. Now I'm confused. I'm getting confused here. Verb wise first person is just singular. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. English said, why does the table as that's just table. Well, yeah, I get that. What I'm asking is when you said necesito una reversa para dos personas. No, not reversa, reserva. Yeah, why do I have yeah? I need a reservation for two people. A reserve kind of sounds would be like kind of, but no, it's reservation. Yeah. Yo. Well, yeah, but it's like yeah. Now plural, it does get gendered. Yeah, it's nosotros, nosotras. But it's here's the funny thing. It's like if it's when it's a group of people and it can be like a majority. It's like all women but one man. It all of a sudden becomes nosotros, you know. So yeah. Anyways, but I'm coming back to this necesito. You said necesito. Why is it not? Shouldn't it be necesita? No, right? Yeah, if it's a mixed gender, they use male. It's kind of like it's giving patriarchy. I really do need a new chair. This is not comfortable. My booty hurts. I guess I hung up on the gendered thing. Yeah, it's some of it's pretty easy to remember, but again, if it's like for the so it's like, yeah, pillow for your booty. Maybe, but I don't want to sit on a pillow because because most of the pillows I sleep on, you know, and I don't want to put my face where my ass has been, you know. But I mean, yeah, I don't want to put my face where I fart. How about that? You know, can I get through the week without getting pink eye? Then stop complaining. No, I will complain. I will complain because I love to complain. I love complaining. You know, I don't know what. I'm pretty sure I would have snapped. I would have snapped years ago if I couldn't complain. Are you saying you're farting? I was gonna say I'm not that comfortable around you guys just yet to fart. You know, yeah, I don't think I've ever farted on stream. Maybe I have. If I have, you guys will never find it. But yeah, or I usually I mute and I usually I go and I walk out or something. But one day I'll get comfortable to fart on camera, you know, just comfortably, because I'm like, you know what? It's been 3 hours. You guys should have more realistic, you know, you guys should be comfortable with me at this point. You know, that's when you know you're really comfortable around someone, or you know, that's when you know someone's really truly a part of your life and a part of your family, when you can comfortably fart in front of them, you know. Girl, what is this? Or you can just get a chair pillow that never sees the other side of you. Oh yeah. It's just a pillow for the. No, I wouldn't do that. I feel like I would just get a new chair. I feel like I just need, yeah. You see, burps. I feel like that's, I don't know. I feel like burps, farts a little bit like girl. There's this girl burps. You know, I feel like burps are more socially okay out in public, but not like loud. Like, don't just go like, you know, like if it's just like a little, you know, oh yeah, a fart, even a little one. You know, even a little fart is just, you know. But it's like, it's so weird how we like socially like shame that, but it's like, again, it's like, if you feel one, you know they've been bad, girl, maybe just excuse yourself, you know. Depends on the person. Everyone burps and everyone farts. Yeah, everybody poops. I've never read that book though, but it's like, yeah, it's weird. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. You know, it feels like Sunday. It feels like Sunday night, but it's Saturday, and it, yeah. Anyways, once you can accept you, yeah, once you can accept your favorite other as a real person, then you can be you with that. Yes. God, I need that. Can y'all tell I'm tired of being lonely and being single? Well, here's the thing. I'm not lonely. No, I am, but I'm not. I'm like okay with being alone. Like I like, you know, I've 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 seen, I've seen myself, and I'm like, I see people that like are like dreading breaking up with other people, in readings and doing and giving relationship advice through my readings and all that. And it's like people are like they like can't function without being in a relationship or something. And it's like, what? Like, huh? What do you mean? You know? I like being alone, but I want to just be alone and be able to share that with someone that's, that isn't, my family. You know what I mean? I think in the Middle Ages, it was a sign that the food was to people's liking. There's a saying, why don't you fart and burp? Didn't you enjoy the food? Something like, really? Really? Farting, maybe not. Burping, I could see that. Isn't that still a thing with, they say this, and I'm not sure how true this is, but I'm sure in other cultures, yes, but I know like in, well, I'm not sure. Again, I'm thinking of this, but I'm pretty sure like this is probably not true. Maybe it's a myth. But like slurping your soup, and like I believe in Japan, I think that's a good sign. They say that that's the courteous thing, but I could be wrong. I'm like, watch that turn out to be a myth, because I've only ever heard that here in the US, but I get you, sometimes you just want someone around to turn to you to, and just to be there with. Absolutely, yes. That's, I just want that. I want that. Or like, a partner in crime. It's just, yeah. Or partners. I don't know. I have yet to even consider, really fully seriously consider that, polyamory, loving more than one person. Who knows? We'll see. Let's see. They say that's the middle age markets and fair. They say this at middle age markets and fair. Huh. That is true. That is true. It's, yeah. But you got to stop wanting it, and it will just come. Yeah, because when you're wanting it, it kind of affects how you how one acts. So I see it within myself. I'm like, wait, why are you acting like this? Just be yourself, and you know, talk. Yeah. But I mean, like, I've spent so long not wanting it. I feel like, it's like, you know what I mean? Or maybe not wanting it. Let's get into some personal things here. Okay. Maybe not wanting it, but more like thinking that I shouldn't have that at this moment just yet, because I'm not in the right space to even be trying to get in a relationship at the moment, you know? Yeah, that's the thing. That's right there. That's what it is right there. When you are so happy with yourself and find life wonderful with just yourself, people will come wanting some of that. I feel like that's more. But wouldn't you also want to be wouldn't it come to be like wanting some of that? Then wouldn't you also want that with someone else? It's again temperance here, finding that middle ground. Honestly, I have a block up already. Kind of like I'm over that now. Like I'm kind of removing that blockage of I don't deserve that. Of being with someone. You know what I mean? There was a moment for that, and like, yeah, it's just so much to it. Nothing to do with like my personality or anything like that. It's more like, how do I, because I feel like as a person, that's one thing. If someone doesn't like your personality, they don't like your personality. Oh gosh. Maybe that's what I should do. Just spend my entire 20s single, and then maybe take it more seriously in my 30s. But I feel like, I don't know. I think 20s is where you start. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll see. There isn't a set one way of like, this is how it's going. This is how by 20 you do that, and then by 30 you do the, yeah. That's it. You can share with anyone, but if you feel that someone else should be there, thank you, Sid. Girl, Sid, where's your channel? Bring it back. Bring it back. I need to remind myself of that. You know, if you feel that someone else should be there, that is a sign of feeling a lack. God, you're good. Sid, you're good. I really like being single. Well, I mean, I've spent. When did I get out of that relationship? It's been so long, and y'all are spending at least 2 decades single. I can't do that. No. I have been trying to think of a new name and make a new channel. Well, hopefully, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Maria. You know, absolutely it does. Because people have issues, you know? And it's like, it's learning what you think is even worth as an issue. You know, sometimes red flags can be something that can be managed, and you can be a supportive figure to helping someone, but of course, never be the person that tries to fix or change someone. Let's see, but yeah, it's but I think it's like, to love someone, there's that aspect of like, yeah, it brings issues, but it's like you kind of want to be able to help that person through said issues, and know that someone is going to help you through those issues. I don't know. Explain more of this. What you mean by this, Maria? And I never wanted kids and never wanted to be paired. So someone really had to appeal to me to stop being single. You know what? I get that. It's not like I want kids either. I mean, I what I do is like, I take care of my nieces and nephews. It's what I try to do. What I'm just experiencing that and helping my sisters raise them and take care of them. It's well, I say, let's raise, but yeah, that's it's like no, I don't want kids. I have my nieces and nephews. They're more than enough, and yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't. Well, no. The only pressure is having a girlfriend or dating or being with a woman, That's the thing. Another thing, another pressure is sex, Yes. Again, to have them there with you all the time and be responsible. Oh my God, it's exhausting. Let's see. There's a good movie quote: "Marriage is for two people to fail at problems they wouldn't have had as singles." That makes sense. I feel like that makes more sense. Yeah, because again, if you can, exactly. One of the many reasons was I knew he wanted kids, and that was never going to happen with me. Oh, that's like very unfortunate. Two of my aunts, they got married and they never had kids. They don't have kids, but they're still happily married to their husbands. Well, one of my aunts passed away back in 2019, was it, if I'm not mistaken? 2018, something like that. But she was also like, she was very much a part of they're my cousins' lives, not so much me. Um, but she helped raise and take care of my cousins. I never wanted kids. I don't have that mom gene. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's there's something to being a parent. I don't think anybody has that. I don't think anybody has that mom or dad or that parent gene. I think that's because, again, it's like it's the approach that people have to having kids. People got it. I feel like a lot of people don't have the right idea of it. It's like they're having kids to start a family. I'm like, you're having a kid that's gonna grow up and be an adult, like, you know what I mean? Like, like they're not gonna stay a baby forever. They're not gonna stay two forever. They're not gonna stay in elementary school or be, playing with kids' toys forever. They're gonna grow up. They're gonna become mature. They're gonna go through puberty. They're gonna start, they're gonna start, being adults. You see, I used to not, and then like I took care of my nieces and nephews, and then I started kind of having an idea of what to do with them. Like as in like how to play with them or be fun with them. Sometimes it's really like you better not be. It's best not to be reserved. It feels awkward, but it's like they don't care. Yeah, some people just want kids, but they don't want to raise adults. That's what it is. Yeah, you're going to have having a person. Yeah. I took care of my brother and sister, and that is where I found out I don't want to do that. How old are you? When you were taking care of your brother and sister. Oh, what's going on? Anyone younger than 10 is weird for me. Like, what do I do? You see, 10, that's where I have an issue. It's like they can talk, but it's like, what do we talk about? Like, what? Like, huh? It's a little, I don't know. I feel 10 is a little bit more awkward for me. Oh God, I don't know how to comb. I'm trying to like run my hand, like put my hair as I want it to, but I get confused because look at this right here. This right here. Go that way. Anyways, let's see. Anyone, let me tell you right now. Okay, 5 and under, those are the best because you can talk stupid with them. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. Don't underestimate their intelligences. Don't get me wrong, but you can still have some like cutesy type of talk with them, and that's probably what you have an issue with. But yeah, because again, like babies, like you can talk to them, and it's good that you talk to them. You can say almost anything that you want, but when they start repeating those things, it's like, okay, maybe be careful what you say. But yeah, usually they'll come up to you and ask you questions, and then you can like respond with however you want, in a way. Unless it's like something really, really awkward or really, really like, oh, maybe, then you just say, well, maybe it's best you ask your mom and your dad that. Don't ask me. I'm a classic cat lady. Let's see. I was 5. I'm 5 and years older than my brother and sister. Wait, what? Let's see. For me, anything that can't speak yet, I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah, I used to be like that. Yeah, but after hanging out with them, I'm just like, what are you doing? I'd be like, are you doing this? Is that what you do? You know? Oh, are you looking for this? Oh, you know, oh, you're trying to take off the covers off of the electric outlets. So you want to electrocute yourself. No, we can't do that. We're not going to be doing that. You know, that's how I talk to them. Or at least my nephew right now, who barely knows dog. He says dog. Dog. And um and maybe dad, maybe mom, I'm not sure, but for sure dog. You know, I say Ruxin and the dog, and he'll go dog. Let's see, 5 and 7 years older, so I started taking care of them like for oh gosh. So they were like oh god, so they're like oh god. So easy to calm the fears of a young child. Oh, no. I do not calm them. I enforce them. Fear is powerful. Without it, their bones won't grow properly. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Even when my niece was 3, I did not know what she wanted to tell. My niece is 4. Yeah, at 3, it's difficult. At 3, if you're not around them and you're not constantly around them, and they talk, they really they're learning words, but the babble, the slurring, the lack of proper pronunciation, the proper enunciation, like and I'm like, girl, what are you saying? Like, what, girl, what'd you say? What'd you call me? And she's like, I want a Pop-Tart. You know. Not when they are scared. You don't do that. No. Yeah. Let's see. If you're strong and speak to them with logic, they. Yeah, right. Not with my nephew. I try and speak with him with logic, and he's. He will throw illogical things back at you as like a reason, as a good reason, or as a way to like change the subject or something in a weird way. And I'm like, what the hell? He's like a little emotional manipulator. This is my eldest nephew, by the way. He's like 7, right? I'm bad at ages. Yeah, I think 7, and the next oldest niece is the next one down in age. My niece, she's 4. You didn't use correct logic with him. He has his own logic, and I'm like, no, sir, that's not why we're getting you in trouble. Oh, no. Well, he's actually he's very social. He's very good with his words, I will say. But he's 7. Helping them to use their words. Let's see. They use it against him. Who uses it against him? Or then use it against, I don't know. I try to tell him, like, that's neither. I always say that's neither here nor there, Jada. Like, that's not it. I just said his name. I didn't want to, but whatever. If you know, girl, this logic, there is no logic to that. It's like it's like, again, like I said, it's neither here nor there. It's like, I'm like, I always have to say that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. How is that connected to that? I always thought, like, how is that connected to whatever the hell we're talking about? You know, how does that make sense? What does that mean? What do you mean with that? Why are you saying this? You know. You have to do a proof actually using all the steps. See, it sounds like you're a better parent, Sid. Sid is ready to be a parent. I get very childlike when arguing with a child and get equally strange with them. See, I can't. I could never. I'd be like, no, I'm smarter than you. And I'm just kidding. No. I think in terms of like smartness, I think being smart is more akin to like how well you can learn something versus like how much you know or how much you've memorized, if that makes sense. I don't want to parent though. The best parents are the ones that don't want to be parents. I'm just kidding. No. But yeah, so like that's why like even when I was kid, I can tell like I was way more. I would excel at school, but now different person. I don't know who that is. Memorization doesn't mean you know what. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm a very strict cat mom, but that's where it is. I mean, like no, like not no Tino shade, no pink lemonade. Not to say like babies are the same as pets because they're not, but similar, very very similar rules with like this is your house. Let's try and stay off the curtains so you don't claw up the curtains and all that. Um, So yeah, oh my god, we've been on for almost 3.5 hours. Yeah, we just talked about nothing in the end. No, we didn't. So yeah, I wonder how many, who all the lurkers at, huh? I got 8 people in here and only 2 people chatting. What's up? What are y'all doing? I've gathered the demographic. I have a strong demographic of lurkers here. I have to go make a pie. Make me one, Sid. Make me one and send it to me. Let's see. Cats know who they can push and who they can't. Yeah, because I'll push back. Waba! I'm just kidding. I could never because they'd probably claw me up and fuck me up. Let's see. Oh! I can see it now. This pie would travel well. Well, let me see. Like, box her up and send her to me. Let's see. My cat's in December. Yeah, they're all Chinese treats. But test their limits every now and then. Sorry. Yeah. I have to take my. I just have to intake my breath the wrong way and they go on alert. They're like, oh my god, wait, she's angry. It's like we've done wrong. Okay, yeah, we're gonna call it a night there, all right? Because my butt's starting to hurt. I'm tired. Not tired. I want to go eat something. I want a pastry. I want like a dessert. But I don't know what to have. There aren't any desserts here. That I intake yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed this as well. I mean, hopefully. I mean, if I didn't, I wouldn't have been on for so long. Lemon curd meringue pie. Yeah. Like onion juice for your bronchitis? Onion juice? Girl. No, I think that's right. Merengue. Right? That should be right. Meringue, right? I knew what you were talking about. If that's not how meringue is spelled, it is now. Natural antibiotics. Really? Huh. Look at that. I do love a good onion, though. I will say that. That's what I like about onions as a vegetable. They add to the flavors, unlike most other vegetables, it just seem to take away, and you have to like add flavors to make them taste good. Anyways, that's all for today then. Thank you everyone for my gosh, I had to pop my back. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you guys know when I go live again. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next live stream. I don't know what. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say. I'm terrible at these outros, but yeah. Thank you everyone for coming by. And hopefully next time I'll have a better topic. I'll have a set topic to talk about next live stream, something more in depth. Let me know what y'all want me to talk about. Anything that I can go deep into for a good hour or so. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it, and I will see you all in the next live stream, which will probably be tomorrow. Bye everyone.